Banana bread experts.
At this point.
I'm Annie.
I'm Morgan.
And this is our banker, Dennis.
Hi, I'm Dennis. They came in and were looking for financing. They needed some seed money to get the business going.
I was with him when I got the news that we had gotten into our dream retailer. I said, you allowed us to get here.
I live vicariously through all my customers, and this was just incredible. I could share in that victory with them.
It sounds like you made that victory possible.
I had a little something to do with it.
There's good. Then there's sticky, sweet, spicy, double your napkins, don't even share with your own best friend. General So Good. Introducing General Soul Sauce for a limited time at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Watch this. When you watch me play, you support all of us.
You show your daughter her future daughters.
Take the shot.
Drive, team up, win. When you watch me play,
you prove we deserve more media coverage.
When you watch the game, you change the game.
Did you know that your garage door is the single biggest object on your home? So if you're looking to add some curb appeal, it's a perfect place to start.
And right now, you can get 12 months same as cash. At Dover & Company, we carry the area's largest selections from top manufacturers. And don't forget to ask about our openers and accessories. We have it all, from battery backup, remotes, keypads, and OHD Anywhere that allows you to control and monitor your garage door from anywhere with your smartphone.
Dover & Company, your hometown garage door company since 1936.
At Dort Financial Credit Union, we believe in fulfilling our members' dreams and care deeply about supporting our community.
Without amazing partners like Dort Financial Credit Union, we would not be able to do what we do. And that's truly the backbone of our organization, is having those partnerships and community relationships.
From supporting community events to our employee volunteers, we are passionate about giving back to organizations that are important to you and helping make our community a great place to live, work, and play.
Beat Up Sweet Chili Lime Sauce has 3 perfect ingredients. Sweet, chili, lime. People keep telling us sweet isn't an ingredient. How these wings get sweet then? Introducing new Sweet Chili Lime for a limited time at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Welcome to Michigan Stars Elite Podcast provided by Michigan Soccer Network. My name is Erwin van Elst. I'm the Director of Coaching for Michigan Stars Elite, and I'm here today with our General Manager, Dan Chun.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Hi, my name is Paul Tinian. I'm with the Michigan Jaguars. I'd like to welcome all of you to Michigan Jaguars Monthly and thank Jonathan for the invitation to be here on MSN. Just wanted to let everybody know that this will be an inside look at our club, and every month we'll be providing some new hosts and maybe some new guests that we're inviting in to get a better idea of what's going on in and around.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not. We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club, only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $24.99 a month.
Every small business has expenses as it grows. Whether you're a farmer, a wedding planner, or anything in between, PFCU can help. With a suite of business services, we can help build your business.
Are you looking to grow here in 2023? Let the Michigan Soccer Network help you and your restaurant fill more seats. Help you and your law firm get new clients. Help you and your dental practice find more patients. Find more roofing customers for this upcoming summer. And to help you and your medical practice find new patients. To learn more or get started, visit MichiganSoccerNetwork.com.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
I work in nursing home, I work in the restaurant, and I own my own food truck. And I bank with Huntington. I used to always look at that sign, you know, come on, own your own home. So one day I just said, okay, I'm gonna go talk to the banker. And he didn't tell me, no, it's not possible. He told me anything was possible. And that made me feel good. Hi, I'm Veronica, and this is my banker, Roger. He's awesome. He's a good guy.
Don't just burn calories, torch those little suckers. Base Camp Fitness Troy, opening up this March, will help you get maximum results in half the time. Our intensity intervals of cardio and strength training will supercharge your calorie burn, all in just 35 minutes. Make sure to lock in our founders rate and claim your 2-week risk-free trial by scanning the QR code on your screen. Base Camp Fitness Troy, located at 443 East Big Beaver Road in Troy, Michigan.
Thank you for stopping by the Michigan Soccer Network. To not miss out on any of the action, all you have to do is simply hit the subscribe button, and that way you're notified every time we bring new content or go live. Thanks for stopping by.
Back to Beatrial. He'll take a shot, and he'll bear it! Side! And then he'll fire it from Billows, and it'll go in! Cut back from him, he'll fire one, and that's gonna go in! Cuts it inside, shot, and that goes in! Dana come with a shot, and that is it! Good work is this one by Henry, good save. Was that's Karkabosh, a far post it! 280, that's missed, it's Stone! And then both goals so far, will fire one, and that's a wonderful save. Team Johnson for a wide open Thomas. He'll fire one now from distance, and that is it! This is high kick, but they're going to keep playing. Kim has it now. Johnson with a shot, and that's it!
Hello, everybody, and welcome here into Buffalo Wild Wings in Troy, Michigan here for tonight's Buffalo Wild Wings watch party. It is state semifinals, night 2 here in Michigan. It's 4 games taking place here tonight, and we're going to go ahead and just talk about those games, give you updates on the scores throughout the evening here tonight. If we can, we'll pull some highlights in, but we're excited to be here. I'm alongside Steve Besk and Dan Sickred. I'm Jonathan Turner. Damon Knight over here as well, part of our team, and we're excited to have you along here for the ride.
Yeah, John, a fun little setup we've got here tonight. Something different and unique, but an opportunity where multiple games are going on. So, we're going to keep everybody updated as those games kick off. Reminder, we've got 2 games that kick off at 6, one at 6:30 and one at 7. And so, it'll be a fun way to kind of take in all the games and be able to kind of discuss things as they're going. And maybe we'll be able to bring in some clips and highlights if possible. But if not, we'll keep everyone posted. So we'll interact with the comments all night. So please feel free to comment away, whether you're at the game in live or you're watching along. Or if you want to come join us, we're out here at the Buffalo Wild Wings in Troy on Big Beaver. Plenty of seats open, and you can come on and join us as well. So should be a fun evening, John. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am as well, and I know Dan, you are too. This is the first time we've ever done something like this. The reality is that the NFHS network has partnered with school associations all across the country, and they had the rights to these games, and we could broadcast these games for the network, but we felt tonight, hey, let's do this watch party, try something different, and bring it to you in a new way. Top of your screen, you actually see all the scoreboards there. We will update the scores here tonight throughout the broadcast. So when a goal does happen on our screen here, we will actually have the breaking news that will show goal alert, and we'll bring that to you right there on the screen. So pretty cool here. We'll have that for you, but a lot to talk about here. So the semifinals got underway here last night. And guys, it was not disappointing at all, to say the least. If we take a look at what took place here, as I look at the brackets as a whole, and I had them here a moment ago. Oh, there they are. So last night we saw Plainwell, number 11 ranked Plainwell, take on East Grand Rapids, number 4 ranked East Grand Rapids. East Grand Rapids coming away with a 2-1 win here in that game. They punched their ticket into the Division II state finals here on Friday at 4 o'clock.
East Grand Rapids won 3 state championships in the early 2000s. This is their best team they've had in quite some time. They climbed their way up to the number 4 spot in the rankings. And now they're back for the first time in nearly 20 years in the Division II state championship match.
That they are. And then Grosse Pointe North, they took on Linden. And Grosse Pointe North, as we were just talking about here before we even got on the broadcast, Grosse Pointe North, coming into the playoffs, had a losing record.
Yeah, they were 4-7-7 overall. A lot of ties. And they finished 5th out of 6 in the Macomb Area Conference Red Division. When you have a red-hot goalkeeper like Grace McCormick, who's going to UD Mercy, they kind of rode her a little bit, and now they're in the state finals for the first time since 2008, the year they lost to Ann Arbor Huron and up in Division I, 4-0. They're in Division II now, and strength of schedule, I think, kind of helped them a little bit. They didn't back down against a few ranked teams and pulled a couple upsets along the way, and the Norsemen are playing for the state championship this weekend.
Both teams right now are warming up. Selena and Stony Creek are just getting ready here. Again, their kickoff time slated for 6 p.m. Eastern. That could change based on a number of factors like the announcements and whatnot. It seems as though they'll do those announcements right at 6 p.m. The 6:30 matchup here that will take place on the west side of the state will take place, here, as I just put my sheet here. Thank you. That game is on the west side of the state between Kalamazoo Christian and North Muskegon in Division 4. And then Grosse Pointe Woods Liggett, as we talked about, and Clarkson Everest will take place at 7 p.m. So that game is the late matchup here tonight on this Wednesday evening.
The 6:30 is Hudsonville versus Northville.
Oh, Hudsonville versus Northville. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Steve, as he slides in with the save as a goalkeeper himself. So, Steve, we have interesting. So, Steve went to Northville High School, And Northville High School will be playing here tonight and against Hudsonville. And so, Steve, what are your thoughts about your team, which went to the state finals last year and fell to Bloomfield Hills in a shootout?
Well, Janine Reddy has quite a bit of talent over there at Northville. She's been lucky enough to coach quite the talented team and had some players who've left academy teams and come back to play for the high school team, for their final season or juniors and senior season. So a lot of talented players on that roster, and I'm sure that they're using that loss last year in the final as a revenge. Because to be fair, John, I thought that game last year, it was a good final as far as Norfolk was in the game and had chances to win it, but Bloomfield took advantage of their opportunities last year and really, were the better team overall and deserved to win, right?
Yep.
And so I can imagine that, Norfolk had such a great season last year and then coming back this year undefeated, have not lost. They, come into this, going, hey, we're out for revenge and trying to win. So I'm sure there's that motivation factor. And, again, Janine Reddy has had success, whether she was at Canton and then moving to Northville. So she understands what it takes in these types of situations. She knows how to get her team ready. So, I'm not sure. I don't know much about Hudsonville, so not sure what they're going to present as the threats and what they may provide tonight. But, I'm sure it'll be an interesting matchup. And, you talk about, defense and teams, and if you look at all these teams that have made it to this far into these state semifinals, the one common thread, John, is the goals against for many of these teams is just very low. And when you play good defense and you have a good goalkeeper, you keep yourself in games because then all you need is maybe one goal because the other team's not going to break your back line. So, Northville only allowing 11 goals, and Hudsonville on the flip only 10 goals allowed, right? So, and they've scored 68 goals, Northville 51. So, again, should be a battle to try to get that first goal because it's going to matter so much with both defenses playing so well.
No question, and we had a chance to run the stats of all 16 teams playing in the semifinals here in girls soccer, and the statistics for these schools, the amount of wins collectively, all 16 teams combined for 273 wins this season, 46 losses and 58 ties. So these teams know how to win. A lot of these teams have been here before. You talked about Hudsonville Unity Christian. I mean, I talk about dynasty. We talked about that last year at the state finals pregame show, but they've been here, a lot of times. Too many to count.
Yeah, and you got two teams from the community of Hudsonville in the Final Four. We talked just a minute ago. Hudsonville, first time they're ever in the Final Four. They lost in the regional finals last year. They're much like Northville, a lot of high-level club players, a lot of college prospects, kids that have committed or have already signed on both of those teams. And Holly Van Noord, Hudsonville's coach, actually played goalkeeper for 4 years for Hudsonville Unity Christian, legendary coach Randy Heheis. Unity Christian's in Division III. What a special team that is. This is their 19th Final Four, and they will be making their 15th appearance in the MHSA state finals. That's 2 off the record of Madison Heights Bishop Foley's 17. So Unity Christian, I had a pleasure of speaking to Coach Heheis earlier this week. He helped start that program back in 1990. And other than a couple of losing seasons in the early 90s, that team has been humming along for more than a quarter century. And just an amazing program. They had a league, the OK Conference Blue Division this year had 5 of the 8 teams that were ranked in Division II or Division III. They went 10-0 in that league, 7-0 in the regular season, 3-0 in their conference tournament. And they are absolutely steamrolling teams. I think they're 104-8 total goals for, goals against this year. And they're in prime position to add another trophy to their trophy case this weekend.
No question about that. We're watching as North Muskegon and Kalamazoo Christian are lining up here on the pitch with the announcements. Stony Creek and Saline, they're just getting ready for their announcements. So these games almost getting ready to set here. Steve, you asked the question of me here earlier when you first got here. You're like, hey, John, what are your predictions tonight? So let's get through that here, starting off with this North Muskegon Kalamazoo Christian matchup, Division IV here this evening.
Yeah, and I think you and Dan had both thought Kalamazoo Christian would come out on top in this game. I'm going to go with North Muskegon in an upset. Kalamazoo Christian probably is the better team, but we all know, we've seen plenty of times the better team doesn't always win. So I'm going to go out on a limb and go with North Muskegon there. In the other 6 p.m. matchup game, Stony Creek plays Saline. Again, you and Dan both picked Stony Creek, and we've seen Stony Creek play. And I tell you what, John, since they lost to Rochester in that what was that de facto championship game in that OAA Red Division, they went out and Stony Creek has gone on a tear, and they've been on a tear all season. So you guys pick Stony Creek. I'm going to go on a limb and take Saline. Saline plays in a very tough division, with all 3 Ann Arbor schools. Then they challenge themselves in their non-conference as well. And Coach Lee Rumbold has been there at the helm now and really had a good grasp on changing the culture and creating a winning mentality out there that's been going on for several years. So it's going to be a good one. We all know the talent that Stony Creek possesses in Lily Bosley, and again, she can take over a game at any moment. But I think that'll be a great, entertaining matchup. We flip to the 6:30 matchup. John, you and I both took Northville. Dan, Hudsonville, again, I think that one's going to be a tight matchup. You talked about it, Dan. Plenty of talented players on the pitch, and that one may end up going to overtime as I really think it's going to be a tight matchup. And then the 7 o'clock game, all of us were in agreement that we're picking Liggett to take down Everest. Everest maybe had a struggle in their regular season record, but they're getting hot at the right time, and they've gotten here. But it should be an entertaining matchup in all 4 games tonight, John.
Yeah, that it should. And like I said, we're just waiting for North Muskegon Kalamazoo Christian announcements to take place. The one thing that really kind of stinks about this, and it's not necessarily negative in regards to to the technology, but we are looking at Pixelot cameras on these stadium press boxes, and they whenever a ball enters the field, regardless of who has it, it can create some havoc. So we'll do the best we can to keep up with the play, whatnot. But the referee's actually just taken the pitch, so. That one should start here momentarily. Stony Creek and Saline are currently, again, still in that pre-announcement mode. So we're just moments away here from the second day of semifinals here getting underway here in Michigan. With these teams looking to punch their ticket into Saturday afternoon. Division 4 will take place at 1 p.m. and Division 1 will take place at 4 p.m. So both of those games will get underway here on Saturday. We'll be live there all day on Saturday, bringing you coverage. Is a big night here on the network. We got 3 games going on right now here across two games going on here tonight on the network, as well as what we're doing here with this Buffalo Wild Wings watch party show. We've got Lansing Common going out to United West in a Midwest Premier League live matchup, and then Rebels FC versus Corktown WFC in an MPSL matchup right now. Over on our YouTube channel. So, and we are live right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter as Kalamazoo are going to switch sides. So it looks like they just did the switcheroo there, Steve.
Yeah, no one must have communicated who won the coin flip and what they picked, because the teams a lot of times just assume that they're going to start on the side they warm up.
It is true.
So we have, is Kalamazoo in the dark?
So the home team today in this one is KZoo.
Okay, so
they should be
black.
Purple or black.
Okay.
I mean, again, it looks like a black. And we are underway. Clock is going. So that first clock up there is counting up. As we'll keep a live track on North Muskegon and Kalamazoo Christian. This is exciting. We've never called for 4 games at once. This is gonna be fun. And you might get a play-by-play or an analytic moment from us, right, Steve? I mean, why not, right?
It's going to be hard to tell exactly what's going on, as we don't have complete zoomed in or being in the booth to be able to see numbers and things like that. But we will try to help you as much as we can.
We're going to adjust the color for Kalamazoo into that black color. So that's what we just did. And Dan with the win there for either black or purple. We appreciated that.
Kalamazoo Christian's been there a few times in recent years.
Kalamazoo Christian is coached by Jay Allen. They had 17-6-0 this season, 90 goals for, 19 goals against for a plus 71, 14 shutouts on the season.
Yep.
So let's
opportunity for Kalamazoo Christian, and early shot and save. counter's not working. The time counter's not working on the
It's not.
FHS network.
Because someone has to actually manually trigger it.
Oh.
So interesting story with the Kalamazoo Christian. They have a junior goalie, Elizabeth Netz. Her freshman year in the season opener, she was playing with the junior varsity, and the varsity didn't really have an experienced goalie. So Coach Allen ended up bringing her up, kind of talk her into it. Said she's kind of an introvert, doesn't say a lot. Kind of talked her into like, you want to be the varsity goalie, and they brought her up, and she's been there ever since. Converted multi-sport athlete.
The shot was just taken, and this is the thing that I was talking about. Like it completely missed that entire segment.
Yeah, just to kind of let people know at home, which, by the way, Dan, thank you for that. That's sometimes it's crazy how goalkeepers, and you sit next to two here, how they get thrown into a position sometimes by need or whatever, and sometimes they'll make the most of them, and clearly she's doing that. But to talk to people at home about what just happened, a shot was happening in the Kalamazoo Christian North Muskegon game, and you saw the shot happen, but the pick slot didn't track the shot. And
the ball.
We don't know. I mean, we do know that it stayed out because the goalie ended up coming up and punting it, but didn't see it. And that's the beauty of this technology sometimes, is that it's not always the most accurate, but we'll do our best to keep you informed tonight.
So play right at the top of the box. It's cleared away by the goalkeeper. Do you know the goalkeeper's name? For
Kalamazoo Central.
Nope, it's for North Muskegon. Has the ball, or the shot was taken on North Muskegon.
All right, John, we talked about this on air.
We have.
Our morning show.
Are these the cheese curds?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
These you can't not have cheese curds with caramel.
But you got to do it with caramel.
You got to get the caramel. So this.
Oh my God. Have you tried it?
It tastes like having.
Have you? With the caramel? Did you dip it in the caramel?
Oh, you need to.
You need to.
Yeah.
I promise.
It's phenomenal.
Won't be disappointed.
It's so good. Dan, you want to try a cheese curd with some caramel?
Oh, yeah. What do we got here?
Dip it in
Trust
there.
it.
Just trust it, yeah. It doesn't sound like it would be good, but it really is good.
Oh, it is good, yeah.
It's like a carnival treat almost.
Yeah, good analogy.
Yeah.
Right? A shot. Oh, that's in. That's the first goal. KZoo scores.
Goal from the outside corner of the box to the back post.
So Kalamazoo just scores a goal. We don't know who got it, but that's an early goal here in the 4th minute. So that's a first goal there of the game.
Yeah, Kalamazoo Christian is led by a senior forward, Taylor Leonard, was first team All-State last year. She's actually going to play for Hope College in the fall. Fine two-sport athlete. Kalamazoo Christian has a lot of 2- and 3-sport athletes on the roster.
I went out to Hope last year for a game for the first time. Gorgeous little soccer complex they have out there. A really nice little stadium. I always liked Hope, even looked at it when I was getting recruited in high school. Very gorgeous area in town and out in Holland, and it's really gorgeous out there. Beautiful campus.
That's right. Is just pushed up the goal alert there.
So someone has to manually hit the score too on these?
Yep, but they don't, so it's all good. So we just keep track. That's why we have our sheets.
See, that's where I guess I'm wondering why the MHSAA is so still like with using it, knowing that even though someone's watching, they may not even know what's going on because there's no time, there's no score. How is that advantageous for the viewer? Just a thought.
Somebody in the actual press box has to trigger it, or it's done at the local level, or I'm sorry, the regional level through the network. So it's one of those things where you just don't know. But it looks like Stony Creek and Saline is about to get started here.
All right.
And Stony is wearing their blues, so we'll put blue up there on the screen and adjust
that. Are we sure
that.
that's Stony and not Saline?
Well, Stony is the home team tonight, so
okay.
So we'll.
Good to know.
And they're in that dark blue, so we'll just change that color.
Stony Creek never really had to travel. They went over to Utica Swinehart Stadium 5 miles away for their trio of district games, played in 2 regional games at Rochester High, and now they put in last fall to host a regional or state semifinal game, and they were fortunate enough to get out of a very tough district with 7 teams well above 500, win a region, and play at home.
And you win that type of district, it propels you and prepares you for the rest. And sometimes those district games are much more difficult than what lies ahead in the regional. And it just so happens that the semifinals at their home stadium, which I'm sure the atmosphere and environment they're going to have tonight will be filled with some, plenty of fans and kids and friends. So it should be an exciting game there to see between Stony Creek and Saline tonight.
That it is, as the Stony Creek game is underway here from Stony Creek High School in Rochester, Michigan. Stony Creek is in the blue kits and Saline in the white kits, and they are in the first minute as the KZoo North Muskegon matchup is currently in the 8th minute, and it's 1-0 in favor of Kalamazoo Christian. And they scored a goal here just a few moments ago back in the 4th minute. There's another opportunity just outside the 18, and looked like a shot be taken. That's be saved by the goalkeeper. So it's pretty cool. And we've only got 2. The first 2 are in. Now we're going to have to get the next 2. So who's got their devices ready for that?
We'll have to get this up and going here once Game 3 kicks off in another 15-20 minutes.
So Saline was your 2015 Division I state champion. They had an incredible defensive unit that year, beating Grand Blanc 4-0 in the finals, and they got to the state semifinals in 2017 and then won a district in 18, lost in the regional finals, but have not been out of a district since 2018. This year they played in the very tough red division of the Southeastern Conference, ended up winning that over Ann Arbor Skyline, Ann Arbor Hearline were 2nd and 3rd. All 3 of those teams spent time in the top 15 in the D1 rankings or honorable mention. And their district was just as tough. Belleville, who got to the regional finals last year, got slid into their district. And then Ann Arbor Pioneer and Dexter are solid teams as well. So very tough district. They ended up beating Skyline in the finals. And here they are back in the Final Four for the first time in 6 years. They beat Canton 1-0 on a penalty kick with about less than 2 minutes left in the second overtime last week. And they're a quality team. They lost to Ann Arbor Huron 4-3 back in early May. They had played Skyline twice in the same week and they came back with Huron, but they have not lost since. And 3 of their better players are freshmen. So Nadia D'Amica, Sadie Walsh, and Laura Kozlowski all start for the Hornets and have been stellar all season long. The Hornets have a very good balanced team. They have a lot between, seniors, sophomores, juniors, and freshmen. So that should be a great matchup as well with the Rochester Stony Creek ranked 3rd, 24-1-1 going into today's matchup. And we've talked about Lily Bosley for 3 years.
Yep.
Reigning Miss Soccer has a chance to become only the 3rd player in state history to win that award twice. She is the favorite, and she has done everything to kind of maintain that status. 40 goal scorer on the type of schedule they've played. And she, like you mentioned earlier, Steve, she at times can take a game over.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw her a couple times this season, and she was always, very impressive. Clearly one of the better players on the pitch almost at all times, and the way she was able to help and create for her teammates too as well, really kind of, it doesn't always have to be her that is putting a shot on frame or doing it. She's a very good distributor and creating and being the assist to the assist and playing the ball before the assist. So just a good, overall well-rounded player, heading to University of Michigan this coming fall, where I'm sure she will grow as a player in that system and really learn as the game gets a little bit more difficult, faster, and more physical at that next level. But if there's a player that can step in early in type of play, she's she's going to try to fight for minutes, that's for sure, with the type of skill level and competitive level that she brings. I mean, what we've seen the last 2 years, you don't become Miss Soccer for a reason or be up for consideration for a back-to-back year for no reason.
Yeah, I think versatility is one of her key attributes. She'll play center, back, attacking, midfield, and forward all in the same half of a game. Wherever they need her to go, she plays, and she's effective whenever she touches the ball, wherever she's at. She can mark players out of the game, distribute from the central midfield, and you give her a chance within 30 yards, she can uncork one in the upper 90 before a goalie ever has any clue what's going on. So just an extremely dangerous player anywhere on the field, and a special talent at the high school level.
No question. We are in the 12th minute in the Kalamazoo Christian North Muskegon matchup. It's 1-0 in favor of Kalamazoo Christian after that 4th-minute goal. Currently in the 6th minute with Stony Creek and Saline. That game just getting away here just about 7 minutes ago. So a lot happening here. We have Lansing Common taking on United West right now live on our network as well. Right now that's just they're doing the national anthem. So that's just getting underway there. And I know the Rebels matchup will be starting here momentarily as well. So a lot going on here tonight on the network, and we appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button. Like this with your friends, family, share it. We are live right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. As a shot from distance, I believe that was a shot from Saline. It was. So, Danny,
we had some great games that what took place last night.
Yeah, we did.
Grosse Seal.
Yeah,
first time in the state finals in their girls program history. They did get to the semifinals, I believe, in 2016. They went up against 10th-ranked Linden last night. Linden was the Flint Metro League champ and had one of its best seasons in school history. They were making their second semifinal appearance. And 1-1 going into the shootout, and it went 10 deep before Grosse Seal emerged as the victor.
You know, you alluded to this. You guys have both talked about this, how goalkeeping can be a big difference in playoffs. And honestly, when it comes down to it, if you are a solid team defensively, but you don't score a lot of goals, having a really strong goalkeeper can be all the difference in close matchups and games that, you know, that can catapult you into a state final. We saw that last night, a 1-0 win for Grosse Pointe North over Linden last night out in Howell, and they come away with a win. They punched their ticket, you know, into the state finals on Friday,
Yep.
And it's goalkeeping, right? They didn't score a ton of goals this year. Did Grosse Pointe North? They scored 24 goals. They allowed 24. They had 9 shutouts along the way. So it just goes to show you, as we continue to take a look here.
And you also talk about the division they play in, right? The MAC Red is a very difficult division, and so they're facing tough Division I opponents week in, week out, and it prepared them. Obviously, sometimes some of those ties could easily have been wins. Maybe a couple losses here or there, and I'm sure that there was some different scenarios all throughout the season. But it just goes to show you. We've talked about it plenty of times on air. All you have to do is put together a 6-7 game run. You don't have to every team makes the playoffs in high school soccer here in the state of Michigan. So, just sometimes those battles throughout the regular season, certain coaches there's sometimes just the way the season goes or how they'll schedule and prepare their teams in different ways. And you just got to be ready when the playoffs start. And we've seen that time and time again that, a team will go on a run. And this year's team, especially if you're looking at it, Grosse Pointe North, clearly not a team that came in playing real hot. But throughout the season, but they turned it on when necessary, and that's exactly what you want to do. And same thing in the Division IV game, Clarkson Everest 6-7-1. Coming into that game tonight, not a strong regular season, but again, they put it together when it's mattered most.
Yeah, they had some injury issues at the beginning of the season. They were a very young team. Their best player tore ACL last fall. They had a couple other players not play in the first handful of games because of injuries, so they struggled to put the ball in the net. I think they only had 12 goals in the regular season, but they got a couple players back. They got better. They played in the very tough AA division of the Catholic High School League, where Bloomfield Hills Cranbrook, Grosse Pointe Woods University Liggett, Royal Oak Shrine Catholic, Madison Heights Bishop Foley, Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Great league. So they struggled against a lot of those bigger schools But they kind of put it together at the right time. The 18-1 scoring edge in the state tournament. They upset number 6 Saginaw Novo Catholic 2-0 over the weekend to win the regional championship. And they lost to Grosse Pointe Liggett 5-1 early in the season, but that was when Liggett had Olivia Thomas. Olivia Thomas is not eligible to play in the state tournament for various reasons. Much improved team since the middle of March.
Well, I think there's one. I mean, we could talk about, and I think it's important as we talk about high school, because high school soccer is a different dynamic than that at the youth level, the college level, eligibility and whatnot. The MHSA has a rule, and that rule is that if you step away from your high school team to participate in a club activity, that you lose eligibility. Even if you go to play for the national team, you can lose eligibility for a couple of games. You can still come back. So if you have the honor of playing for your national team, like in Amalia Villarreal, Olivia Thomas has had that honor as well. You can't come back and play for at least 2 games. Now, the difference maker here for Olivia is she opted to go play for the Flint City AFC in the USLW. And the moment she did that, she lost her eligibility for high school for the remainder of this season. And it's a choice that she made because she's going to UNC as a commit. She's playing her next level at the best college soccer program in the history of women's soccer, right? I mean, that's arguably. So she's going to go play there, and she made the decision that she thought was the best for her. And it seems it hasn't hurt Liggett. I mean, they're playing tonight in the state semifinal, right, and have a chance to go to the finals again.
Yeah, what a turnaround for Liggett. They only won 4 games last season, and they had one All-Stater last year. She tore her ACL over the winter, did not play the entire season, but they brought Thomas and another Michigan Hawks girl in for this season, and I think they had like 8 or 9 starters back from last year. So they grew up, matured as a team. They got used to winning. And you're seeing the results. They're in the Final Four. They last got there, I believe, in 2016, the year they beat Montrose in the Division IV state championship, 1-0 in the shootout. And Liggett took over the #1 spot. I want to say that was early April, like maybe the 3rd ranking of the year, and they have maintained that position.
Northville and Hudsonville are currently warming up. I show that Hudsonville. I'm sorry, I'm showing that. Let's double check this here.
Yeah, Northville's in white.
Northville, yep, Northville. Hudsonville is going to be in the dark kits. Northville will be in the white kits. So it's interesting how they still do this, and this is probably just because of the network and how they have things set up. But in soccer, typically the home team is the one that's currently first on the scoreboard. Here in their setup, they're set up as the in the away side. So that's probably more reminiscent of what they do for other sports like football and basketball. It's just a common thing that you'll see on the scoreboard. So, but yeah, so they're getting ready to hear as they're just about 10 minutes or so away from kickoff there.
That game's kicking off in Grand Ledge, I believe, right?
Yep, just west of Lansing.
Yep. Grand Ledge. Yep. And not uncommon to see West Michigan teams make their way all the way to the state finals. We mentioned it here earlier in regards to Hudsonville Unity Christian. They've got 10 state titles to their name. They've been to 14 state finals over the years. So they have a tremendous history at the high school level, but they still don't have the most state championships in history. That's still held by Madison Heights Bishop Foley with 17.
Yeah, a lot of those titles came back in the 1980s and 1990s. Foley's still a good team. They were ranked this season in Division IV. But it's a goal that Unity Christian could eventually eclipse Bishop Foley's marks in a few of these categories on the state all-time list. I mean, this is their 19th Final Four, which is second to Bishop Foley's 21. They'll be making their 15th state title game appearance, the record 17. Their 10 state championships are 2 behind Bishop Foley's record of 12. So they're knocking on the door in a lot of categories. They won't be able to break those records this year, but the next few years, if they continue their pace of Final Four runs and getting to the final day of the season, those records could be coming down here in the next few years.
That they could is, again, we're here live right now from the Buffalo Wild Wings here in Troy, Michigan. As we have a couple comments coming in now. Go Kalamazoo. I say Hudsonville, Saline, Kalamazoo, and Liggett. For your timing pleasure, remember MHSA stop clocks on goals. We do know that, but there is no way for us to know. Is there is a stoppage going on?
Yeah, I think there was an injury.
An injury?
We saw the comment. We appreciate it. We'll do our best to try to keep everybody updated if a game is still going on. The counters are going to be obviously just a close, approximate exact score. Time. It won't be exact because yes, there are stoppages, but because the NFHS network does not have a score, accurate score on theirs, it'll be very difficult for us to try to figure out what's left if we do stop it or we miss a stoppage. So we're just going to let them roll, and then obviously we'll just kind of keep everybody abreast about what's going on and when the halves do end. So
Stony Creek just had a great scoring chance. Bosley took a free kick bending in the box, and one of our teammates headed it just wide of the far goalpost. So Stony Creek misfires in that first chance, but I'm sure both teams will have a few more throughout the duration of that contest.
That they will. 23rd minute.
Looks like it was a North Muskegon injury. Is player getting walked off here with the trainer. So, but I think an ensuing corner kick coming here for Kalamazoo Christian is they do lead 1-0 after a 4th minute goal. Shot from the outside of the right box to the back post, and Kalamazoo Christian leads 1-0 here.
What they do is it's in the 23rd minute. The Saline Stony Creek game in the 17th minute is 0-0. As we're just waiting here for the start here of the Northville-Hudsonville game. They're currently in their pregame announcements, so that'll be getting underway here momentarily. Lansing Common game versus United West currently underway right now on the network. Looking to see if the Rebels FC matchup has got underway yet. Not yet, but it's all good. The United West matchup taking place out in Holland today. And they had a 6:30 kickoff, it was supposed to be a 6 o'clock kickoff. Did not kick off until about 6:20 or so. So good battle over at Stony Creek right now. Not too far from us. So we're about 15 minutes or so from downtown Rochester. Stony Creek's located just to the east of that. And coming up here at 7 p.m., University of Liggett will be taking on Clarkson Everest. There are no unfamiliar foes as they play in the Catholic League. That game's at Athens High School, which is just about 2 miles that way, maybe a mile and a half.
One thing you can say about the Final Four in Division I, you've got 4 teams from 4 different conferences traditionally strong in the sports of boys soccer and girls soccer. Hudsonville ended up winning the Ottawa-Kent Conference Red Division. Saline won the Southeastern Conference Red Division. Rochester Stony Creek was second in the OAA Red Division. And Northville won the KLAA West Division, and they also won the crossover tournament over Belleville. So 4 good teams from 4 very good conferences. All 4 of those teams will have, some of their players on college rosters here in the next couple of years, and it's always good to see 4 very good teams kind of squaring off in the final week of the season.
Yeah, it's, we're always going to see a team like a Grosse Pointe North, or, some teams will make a run here and there, but, traditionally, those teams that come out of those power conferences usually are the ones that, make their way far, because to win their district, usually it's tough as well, and those teams are battle-tested throughout the season. There's another opportunity coming here for Kalamazoo Christian. Shot coming from outside the box will sail up and over. Game remains 1-0. But, yeah, it's a lot of talented teams. And like you said, Dan, from those big conferences where, a Stony Creek lost in the last game of the season in their conference play to Rochester. It was a tie, but lost out on the conference title. But probably use that motivation to propel themselves into this long tournament run now, and now they put them in prime position to make a state final game.
Yeah, they were, Stony Creek was actually outplayed a little bit in their district semifinal by Romeo, only had 4 shots on frame. Bosley was able to tuck one away. They were the only team to beat Rochester this year in that district final. Rochester had a 17-6 shots advantage in that contest. But so we've said it many times on air. Soccer is a sport of finishing, and Stony Creek had 6 attempts, 3 in the back of the net, and they held on. Kind of frustrated Rochester a little bit, and they were the team moving on, and now they're in the Final Four. It's the third time in Stony Creek's history. The school opened up in 2002-03, and I believe they were a 2005 state runner-up in Division II, and then they won it all in Division I in 2016.
I actually went to a prom at Stony Creek High School back in 2000.
Well, Adams and Rochester both spent 1 year at that building before they
I had to throw it out there.
Before they actually opened up as a school independently.
Like, hey, someone actually asked me to prom.
It's true. It's true. I got asked by I was a freshman. Well, it was 2001. I was a freshman in college, and I was dating a senior, and she invited me to go to her Rochester prom at Stony Creek. So
cute.
Yeah. So. Yeah,
it's okay. I went to
or homecoming, whatever it was, homecoming, prom. I don't know. There's so many of them.
Been there, done that.
I know, right? So
many
it's the Northville game versus Hudsonville is just moments away. Referees taking their places. Hudsonville and Northville saying their last few words to each other, with their coaches, as they always do. I'm sure we'll see both teams step out onto the pitch, get into their huddle. That game is just about to get underway here from Grand Ledge. Number 4 versus number 2.
So this is the 4th time in 6 years that Kalamazoo Christian and North Muskegon have met in the state semifinals in Division 4. Kalamazoo Christian won 1-0 last year. They beat them 1-0 back in 2019. And then Kalamazoo Christian also beat them 2-1 in a shootout back in 2018. So North Muskegon, which won the state championship back in 2021, they beat Shrine 5-0 in the finals that year. I'm sure the Norsemen are looking for some sweet tournament revenge.
Well, that they are.
On Kalamazoo Christian.
I believe North Muskegon won their 6th straight district or 6th straight. I don't believe it was 6th straight regional. I think it was 6th straight district. Yeah. But I mean, they've had a lot of talented teams. Like you said, sometimes you have to end up matching up against other quality teams, and Kalamazoo Christian has had their number, at least in the recent, but and they down 1-0 again here, but still plenty of time in that match for things to turn around. Any action going on down at the Stony Creek and Saline game?
Now both teams have, I think, had one shot that I've noticed, but we're still at donuts on the scoreboard.
Donuts it is.
There's a shot attempt right on the keeper by Stony.
Would have been great if it was a goal. That would have been right on cue. That would have been right on cue, If only we could be so lucky.
So we are just, looks like they're about to start this game. And it looks like they're using the clock in Grand Ledge.
Excellent. We might be able to keep up.
And they are underway right now in Grand Ledge is Hudsonville versus Northville. Number 4 versus number 2. Currently underway from Grand Ledge High School. We've been to Grand Ledge. We were there this past fall. Well, you weren't. I was there with Rick Larson. We called it was Catholic Central versus Rockford. Yeah. So that game we did call, and that game is now officially underway. Afterward, we went to a great little hot, little restaurant, former City Hall.
Oh, okay.
And the courthouse and police station, and it's now converted into a brewery. So I had a lobster roll there, which was fantastic. So
Grand Ledge is a cool little town. You dip down in the valley there.
Yep.
You're up in cornfields with grain silos. You dip down in that valley where the river goes right through downtown, and
yeah, it is
cool little village.
It is. It's a little hidden gem, that's for sure.
I want to give a special thanks to Buffalo Wild Wings here in Troy for hosting us here tonight. We still haven't gotten our wings yet. We're going to order some wings here in a couple of minutes. Our biggest challenge is a shot from distance, right in the arms of the goalkeeper for, I believe, Hudsonville. But no, it was Northville. I apologize. They're in the all-white kits. But we are going to step aside here for a commercial break here in a moment. But it is we have 3 games going on right now. You got North Muskegon and Kalamazoo in the 32nd minute, Saline, Stony Creek in the 25th minute, And you've got Hudsonville Northville in the first 2 minutes of their match. And we are waiting for the fourth and final game, which will be on the screens behind us. They're actually going to have them on the screen here. So the Liggett game will be on the screens here because it's here in Troy. So we'll be able to watch that one from a difference. So yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to step aside here for a moment. We appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, and share this with your friends and your family. Don't go anywhere. We come back here. We'll continue coverage. We'll keep everybody updated on the other side of the break. You're watching the Buffalo Wild Wings Watch Party live here in Troy, Michigan on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. We'll be back.
There's good. Then there's sticky, sweet, spicy, double your napkins, don't even share with your own best friend. General So Good. Introducing General Soul Sauce for a limited time at Buffalo Wild Wings.
At Dort Financial Credit Union, we believe in fulfilling our members' dreams and care deeply about supporting our community.
Without amazing partners like Dort Financial Credit Union, we would not be able to do what we do. And that's truly the backbone of our organization, is having those partnerships and community relationships.
From supporting community events to our employee volunteers, we are passionate about giving back to organizations that are important to you and helping make our community a great place to live, work, and play.
What makes Snyder Financial unique is that we're a family-run financial advisory firm.
Our clients enjoy working with us because we're a family. We understand family and relationships.
We absolutely find joy in building relationships with our clients.
And we really want to help them feel educated and feel empowered with their planning.
The level of service and commitment that we have to our clients, that's what we put above everything else.
Snyder Financial, a proud sponsor of the Flint City Bucks.
Don't just burn calories, torch those little suckers. Base Camp Fitness Troy, opening up this March, will help you get maximum results in half the time. Our intensity intervals of cardio and strength training will supercharge your calorie burn, all in just 35 minutes. Make sure to lock in our founders rate and claim your 2-week risk-free trial by scanning the QR code on your screen. Base Camp Fitness Troy, located at 443 East Big Beaver Road in Troy, Michigan.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Their first uniform, their first number, their first teammate, their first goal, their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
Welcome you back here into the Buffalo Wild Wings here in Troy, Michigan. John Turner, Steve Besk. To my left, Dan Stickrat. We're live for this Buffalo Wild Wings watch party here on state semifinal night 2 here in Michigan. And we're watching 3 games here simultaneously. A 4th game will be available here behind us in a little bit. We'll be able to track that as University of Liggett taking on Clarkston Everest here at the 7 o'clock hour. But right now across our screens, you can see that North Muskegon in the 36th minute, down 1-0 to Kalamazoo Christian. Saline and Stony Creek in the 30th minute, It's a 0-0 game, and Northville and Hudsonville just got underway here in the Battle of the Vills up in Grand Ledge, or over in Grand Ledge. And that game was is 0-0.
Team North versus Team Hudson.
That's right.
Battling it out for the Ville.
But yeah, it's exciting as we have these 3 games on, and then Lansing Common right now taking on United West. That game is last time I looked was 0-0. So, and that's currently underway right now on our network as well. So, exciting stuff here to say the least. Is a lot going on. Not a lot of goals yet, though, right? I mean, that's
no, not yet.
Not a lot of goals.
We do have one in the Kalamazoo Christian North Muskegon game. Again, the goal coming from Kalamazoo Christian in the 4th minute. A shot from distance to the back bar.
Might be a corner coming up right now.
Yeah, we do have a corner coming here for Kalamazoo Christian.
A ball across in the Stony Creek matchup.
Stony Creek is kind of looks like they've picked up the pace a little bit here in the last few minutes. Those games are all live on the NHSF network.
It used to be $9.99. Now it's $11.99.
Oh wow!
A month. It's a $2 increase. It's a pretty significant increase.
Oh. Everything in society's gone up.
There's a break for North Muskegon as they try to counter.
Well, that's a shot far post, but not enough pace on that one.
Not a bad hit, just for that kind of pace from that distance. Gave the keeper plenty of time to get over there, and this game remains 1-0. The only score we have amongst the 3 games right now.
That's right, and you know, the winner of that North Muskegon and Kalamazoo Christian matchup will take place. They'll be playing on Saturday against the winner of the Liggett Clarkson Everest matchup. That's take place at 7 o'clock at Athens here in about 15 minutes. So that's what they'll play, and other matchups are in Division 1. So Hudsonville, Northville will play the winner of Stony Saline. It's a shot that, say, Northville, Hudsonville went out for a goal kick. So good crowds here we're seeing at these games. At least I say you can see the crowd at Stony. So counterattack in that one.
All the kids pretty much out of school and pretty much done, for the most part. Plenty of opportunity for friends and supporters to be to make it out to these sites for these games.
All private schools are done, and there's a handful of stragglers in terms of public districts finishing up this week. But majority of the students are on summer break by this point.
My kids are out on summer break starting on Friday, so the quiet house went from quiet to loud starting Friday afternoon. My daughter is promoted from the 8th grade to freshman on Friday as well. They don't call it a graduation anymore. They call it a promotion. So
okay.
I'm not saying that comes with money and extra benefits, but
we'll have to ask her.
That's the new way of saying graduation is a counterattack, and that one's in that Saline Stony match, or Stony with the attack. That might go off for a throw-in, and it does. So they're deep in the defensive third of Saline.
That game getting close to halftime.
So this North Muskegon matchup, we're already in the 40th minute, so that one is already at the halftime mark. We're just waiting for that one to.
Yeah, there was the goal and there was an injury, so I imagine there's still probably 2 to 3 minutes left in that half. Yeah, actually, I can see the scoreboard, 2:40 to go. That was a nice camera work by the Pixelot there to get me that. So it should be about just under 3 minutes left in that first half. Again, Kalamazoo Christian leading North Muskegon 1-0 on a goal in the 4th minute.
Nothing going still in the Stony Creek matchup. And the Hudsonville-Northville game still 0-0 with 28 to play in the first half.
Is this how Scott Hansen feels when he does like red zone
I don't know, man, maybe.
Got like all the screens. You got to.
I would imagine on some level.
I mean, a lot better, a lot more entertaining when you're just calling touchdowns, scores in the game, but a lot more scoring going on in the NFL than there is here tonight. But
especially some, maybe they should start having points added for tackles and and we can start our own way of tallying it. A counterattack that's going to be cleared away though from the Saline defender. And now Kazoo Christian, maybe with a chance here to end out this first half. Just looking here at some of the stats. I mean, we can't say enough, guys, about these teams in these state semifinals. I mean, just looking at, again, just the power of these teams. Can I just get a regular legend? Awesome, thank you. Great server here, helping us out here tonight. I'm not sure if she wants to be on camera or not. We didn't ask. But, I mean, you look at, the amount of goals being scored between these teams. Stony Creek, 81 goals for, 10 goals against, plus 71, 17 shutouts. They hold the shutout lead here over all the other teams in the state semifinals. Saline had 16 shutouts, so this is going to be a battle from beginning to end.
Opportunity for Kalamazoo Christian, but a big save from the goalkeeper is. Sorry, John. Ball got crossed off in the 6 and a point-blank shot.
You can cut me off, man. It's all good. I'm not making the call tonight. It's all good.
North Muskegon goalkeeper coming up with a big save there. But, yeah, no, to your point, though, John, 87 goals scored by Saline and only 8 against.
Yeah, but they've allowed 16, so they've had 16 shutouts. I mean, so they know how to keep the ball out of the back of the net. So you got two teams who know how to control and play good defense, and while at the same time scoring goals. And that's a factor that's going to be, as it is halftime now here.
Now we are at the half.
Halftime in Cedar Springs, as it's 1-0 here at the half. And we are in the 38th minute. Saline and Stony Creek, 15th minute for Northville and Hudsonville. We're going to have the other game, Liggett, on here in a little bit with Clarkson Everest. We can't put these on the screen. As an opportunity just over the top of the bar for Hudsonville. So good opportunity there in the 15th minute, 25 to go. So 1-0 at the half in favor of Kalamazoo Christian.
Kalamazoo Christian's making its 11th Final Four appearance this year. Haven't won a state championship since 2007. They did win 3, 04, 07, and 08. However, they've lost in the semis or finals 3 times in the last 5 years.
It's crazy to think about all these teams making it. So that there's a number of reasons as to why a team can make their way consistently to a Final Four. One, obviously, phenomenal program. Other aspect of that is having a phenomenal program and being blessed to be in an area where the district competition is not as tough as you're going to see, like we hear in Oakland County, Macomb County, and in the KLAA on this side of the state, right? Because you saw a Stony Creek and a Rochester who saw each other in a district final here, 2 weeks ago. And those two teams, ranked 1 and 3 in the state, arguably were seeing each other in a district final. And it looks like there's an injury right now or something going on in that Hudsonville-Northville game. Both teams are heading to their benches, so I'm not sure.
Not warm enough to have a water break. So.
Well, the goalkeeper is still on the field.
Yeah, no, there's a Northville player being helped off by what looks like a trainer near midfield. So I think there was just a.
But and we talk about that. You see a team that's won 30 district championships over the years. A lot of that is because they are the quote unquote dynasty team in that area, and and ultimately they're not playing against the highest of caliber of teams through that district round like you might see here on this side of the state. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but then they consistently actually end up winning those games. Like you're seeing a Hudsonville Unity Christian who's won, along the way, they've won 10 state championships and been there 14 times. They've won 14, I apologize. And it just goes to show you, that you can still do it. It just might not be as tough of a run. Look at Stony Creek. They came out of they had to play Romeo, right?
Eisenhower.
I say Eisenhower. Then they had to end up playing. Then they played Romeo, right? And then they played Rochester in the finals.
Yeah. And that was a tough district because you look at the 7 schools in that district. All 7 teams are well above 500, Jonathan, and 5 of those teams spent time in the top 15 or honorable mention in the rankings in D1.
Ooh, a save just happened there. So Hudsonville had an opportunity. The goalkeeper for Norfolk just coming up huge.
Simran Magnan is Northville's goalie.
So that was a huge save. We
talked about that district. There was 5 teams ranked. You had 2 league champs, 3 league runners up.
Is it halftime? It is halftime.
About, yes, just went
It
to
is halftime in Rochester as Stony Creek and Saline are at the half. So we'll bring that second half to you when it gets underway here. We're waiting for the Liggett-Clarkston matchup. Here, I'm just going to switch this out with you. Thank you. We need to find Tom. Tom is the general manager here of Buffalo Wild Wings in Troy. So we can get that game going. No, because if you airdrop it, it'll end up kicking me out. So just text it to me.
And when we have half the fields decided for this weekend state championships, in Division III, number 1 Hudsonville Unity Christian will play number 4 East Grand Rapids. And in Division II, unranked Grosse Pointe North makes a run the finals. They will play East Grand Rapids. I'm sorry. Hudsonville Unity Christian will play Grosse Ile. I had them flip-flop. They play Grosse Ile, first time a state finalist. And then East Grand Rapids will play Grosse Pointe North. So we do have one unranked team in the state championships this year.
That we do is Northville Hudsonville with 22 remaining in the first half, 0-0. Low-scoring affair here across all the games here so far tonight. I actually feel like if there's going to be a game that's going to have a lot of goals in it, one way, lopsided, is going to be this 7 o'clock game.
That could be. Liggett has the ability and the firepower to score a lot of goals. Is an opportunity for Hudsonville as the top of the box.
Ooh, blocked.
Nice little turn, but I'm a second or 2 behind you, am I not?
A delay is in.
Yeah, even here in the booth. But expect some goals in that one for sure.
Ooh, a save that just happened inside the 6. Norfolk goalie making a save.
I think when you look at these teams on paper and you look at the 2 Division I matchups, as well as the other Division IV matchup, these teams don't concede a lot of goals. They're tight defensively. They can and they will when they play an opponent that maybe they're a little bit better than. But if it's an equal type matchup, they're gonna be tight defensively. They're gonna find and battle a way to find their 1 or 2 goals. And so I wouldn't be shocked if 2, if not 3 of these games maybe goes to down to the wire, if not into extra time.
So 0-0 at the half for Stony Creek and Saline. Hudsonville Norfolk currently 0-0 with 20 to go. Their halfway point of this first half. John Turner, Steve Best, Dan Sickerett here live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Troy. Excited to have you along here tonight.
A lot of star power in that Division I game between Hudsonville and Northville.
Yeah, just watching some of the back and forth. A lot of skilled play throughout the midfield. Some tactical fouls here happening, preventing as Northville almost went on a little counter and a break, but a foul here just inside midfield. And you're seeing a lot on the other side. Hudsonville had a couple chances near the top of the box and some good technical play from their attacking players in setting up an opportunity. this game going to be dictated with, who can step up and take advantage of their opportunities when presented tonight.
So we're at the half, like I said, with the KZoo North Muskegon. I'm not sure that's back underway yet or not. I don't believe it is. 10 minutes in between. Everest and Liggett are currently going through their announcements here at Troy Athens High School, just about a mile or so away from where we are here in Troy.
You're going to go get live reactions, pull a player back in for an interview? Hey, we need you to get in the car. We're going to B-Dubs. You got to
we need a little bit longer cord, though. We might need a little bit
longer. We
longer
should have told
cable.
the winning team to come out to B-Dubs tonight.
Oh, we could have. Come join us here at the. I could definitely send a message to Liggett because that's David DeWahey. He's the Flint City AFC. Sorry, Flint. He's part of not Flint City, Detroit City FC, AFC, and does a good job there with them. So
I had a pleasure talking to Dave DeWahey of Liggett and Jay Allen of Kalamazoo Christian on the phone this week, and they know each other well through various conferences, through the Coach Association. And, two great programs in the Final Four. And, even the small schools have their share of firepower, not necessarily with tons of Division I level players, but a lot of kids that will play in college.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of NAIA Division III, Division II players, and sometimes that's all you need is just a couple players here or there that can help dictate a game.
Yeah, and in that Division I game with Northville, Hudsonville has Rayleigh Woodick, a senior who's going to Grand Valley. Kendall Aikens, the junior, she's committed to go to Grand Valley. They got a couple others that are playing college. Claire Feenstra was first-team All-State goalkeeper last year with Hudsonville. I believe she is committed to go to Hope College. Hope is raking in a lot of very talented players, mainly on the west side of the state. Northville has Grace Koski at central, kind of attacking midfielder. She's going to Division I Cleveland State. Carolyn Malash is a junior center back. She's one of the better juniors in the state of Michigan. Helena McClellan played with the Michigan Hawks the last couple years. She joined the fold this year with Northville. She's been one of their leading goal scorers. She's a high-level college recruit. So both those teams have a lot of kids that have committed, being recruited, signed their letter of intent. There's reasons why they're in the Final Four.
Well, collectively, these 16 teams have scored 1,239 goals this season. They've allowed just 235. A goal differential of over 1,000 goals between the 16 teams. And they've had a combined 205 shutouts. So, these teams have a lot of firepower, and more importantly, they're very good and sound defensively. And that's a big difference maker. The lowest amount of shutouts for the team was Clarkson Everest. They had 3 this season. The highest 17 held by Stony Creek. But most of these teams in double digits in regards to shutouts this season. And that's going to win a lot of soccer games if you can hold teams to 0 on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. The more you can be sound defensively, you're just in every game. And it takes less opportunities for you to come away with a victory sometimes in those hard-fought games where, it only takes 1 goal. So, that's why it's going to be, maybe who makes a mistake tonight or who can take advantage of an opportunity when they do come about. And we'll see, who in some of these matches is going to step up and be a difference maker to send their team to a state final.
So we're back underway here. North Muskegon and Kalamazoo Christian in the Division IV matchup. Back underway here is second half action. The clock will count up, as it always does. I'm going to switch back, Steve, to the Northville-Hudsonville game.
You want me to switch back?
Yeah, if you switch to that way. And then we have the Athens matchup happening right now as well.
Yep. So Grosse Pointe Woods, University of Liggett, and Clarkson Everest Collegiate are tied. It's only a couple minutes into that game. Everest Collegiate's an interesting program because their middle school and elementary school have been around a long time, but they opened up their high school in 2009. So the first 5 years they were a co-op program of Waterford Our Lady of the Lakes. That program got to the Division IV state finals 4 times. They actually won it once and lost in the finals 3 times. And then after 2014, Everest went its own separate ways. They had enough enrollment to have their own teams in each sport. And then a couple years later, they've been picking up a few kids from nearby Bloomfield Hills Sacred Heart Academy. Sacred Heart had some soccer players and just not enough to ever have their own, independent team. But they've had some good teams over the years. They struggled the last couple years with injuries. But the old saying, begin anew in the tournament. They found new life after going 2-7-1 in the regular season. Great job Richard Cross has done of putting that regular season in the rearview mirror, refocusing. This team went to a shootout in their opener. They beat Rochester Hills Lutheran Northwest 2-1. They beat Auburn Hills Oakland Christian, surprisingly 6-0. Auburn Hills Oakland Christian won that Michigan Independent Athletic Conference at 10-0-0 this year. That league had Plymouth Christian, which was actually ranked the whole season. Oakland Christian was the only honorable mention. And we mentioned earlier they upset Saginaw Novo Catholic 2-0 in the regional finals. So solid program, a little bit rough early in the season, but they learned the hard way. And then Liggett, I think it's been something like 88-22 in goal differential. They have put up some big time numbers to go 18-2-2 to get to this point.
Just waiting for that game to hop on here so we can turn that on, put the Stony Creek game back on as we are here in the second half of the Kalamazoo Christian North Muskegon matchup. Seeing at the Stony Creek match, that one ended here. Click on, there we go. So they're about to get back underway in Stony Creek as well for the second half. Talk about timing there.
North Muskegon's got to find a way to net that equalizer against the Comets of Kalamazoo Christian. North Muskegon won the state championship back in 2021, but Natalie Panucci has been there the last 3 years. She was a first-team All-Stater last year. I think she was second-team as a sophomore, and see if they can't try to find her the ball in a scoring opportunity to net an equalizer in that conference. And then Kalamazoo Christian, I guess, adding a second goal, give them a little bit of comfort zone, but there's no lead that's comfortable in a state semifinal game.
Oh, absolutely, and as long as this game stays 1-0, North Muskegon, is just one shot away in an opportunity.
Shot just over the bar there. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. This is what happens when you're watching 3 games at once. So
about to be 4.
Yeah, before, yeah.
It's 4's loading as we speak on the screen behind us. So, hey, Damon. Oh, no, that's going to be right there, too, it looks like. Boom. Okay. All right, cool. So it's going to be on multiple screens here throughout the restaurant.
Very cool.
So Buffalo Wild Wings has paid its dues to the NHSF network and broadcasting one of the state finals here at the Troy location.
Speaking of Buffalo Wild Wings commercial in the NFH network, it's
they are a proud sponsor of high school sports. And a new proud sponsor here at the Michigan Soccer Network.
That's right. That's right. We're excited that they are a partner of ours. We announced that there are 6 free boneless wings on your screen. You'll see it here throughout the night tonight. But you can win. You can actually not win. You get 6 free boneless wings with any purchase at a Buffalo Wild Wings at any location here in Michigan.
There's a chance for Muskegon. Shot just inside the box, sails over top of the net, but a golden opportunities.
There it is. There's a soccer right there.
Ball bounced right to North Muskegon.
Pretty sure that Justin Janowicz is the referee at the Stony Creek game tonight. Just wanted to put that out there. There's something going on in the box here at Stony Creek.
It's a free kick for leaning in the box.
Oh, yeah. So it's still 0-0s at every game here so far, except the North Muskegon Kalamazoo Christian matchup. As that goal coming in the 4th minute in that match.
I had a chance to speak to Celine coach Lee Rumbold earlier this week, and we talked about they're down in that hotbed of soccer, and like a lot of other top programs in that area, they do lose kids to the Michigan Hawks ECNL 10-month program or the Michigan Jaguars Girls Academy, but they're overcome that, and they've got a few Division I players walking their hallways not playing for the Hornets, but still overcome that to get to the Final Four. So 3rd time in the last decade that Celine's been there. Was that the goal from earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why you're pointing at him.
Oh, I thought that was live. I'm sorry. I got all these screens going. I was like, wait a minute.
I had a feeling that's what.
There's a corner kick going on right now, though, in the Northville-Hudsonville game, the Battle of the Vills. I'm going to keep saying that as this one comes up and right in the Northville goalkeeper's arms with 10 minutes to play. 0-0 at Troy Athens right now. Clarkson Everest and Grosse Pointe University Liggett.
As we're watching this game, we should talk to some of our fans about the upcoming All-State Dream Team Reveal Show.
We should.
It's coming up next week.
Next Wednesday?
A week from today?
Yes, a week from today at another one of our advertisers.
That's right. And we're excited to bring it, to you next week. And that'll be live at Granite City here in Troy. And I think we're going to have a taco bar. Really, really excited about the taco bar.
You always hear about Taco Tuesday. We're going to have to make a Taco Wednesday.
I know. I'm going to try and put this. We have a highlight here from the game here. The only goal here scored so far tonight. Let's see if we can get that here on the screen, and here it is.
We don't have a number with roster, but that was the goal for Kalamazoo Christian as they lead 1-0. The only goal so far here amongst the 4 games.
As I mentioned earlier, Kalamazoo Christian's led by Taylor Leonard. She recently hit her 100th career goal for the Comets. And I mentioned that because there's a lot of kids out around the state have had some good numbers for their career. If you remember right, there was no season in 2020. Right after most teams made their cuts after 3 or 4 days of tryouts, the initial lockdowns took place. They were told 2 weeks to flatten the curve, and there was no spring sports season in the state of Michigan. So a lot of those kids didn't have a chance. I mean, a lot of the top players made their varsity rosters as freshmen that year. Never had a chance to play a single game. So an asterisk next to their career numbers because they didn't have a
fourth season.
So to speak.
The thing that stinks too is that at the high school level, at the college level, the players were given an extra year, right? So they were given they call it a COVID year, right? That's not the case at the high school level. You can't get a COVID year.
No,
so any player that was a senior that year, they missed out on a really special time in their lives, not being able to play in their for their school, their senior year. It's something they'll never get back, So obviously, if you were in college, you got that back, What's up?
It was spinning, loading. I didn't know if it needed to be reset.
Oh, this game here?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it could be. It could be a lot of things. So we are moving along here at a good truck. So Northville and Hudsonville in the 35th minute. Stony Creek and Saline in the 47th minute. Those games 0-0 apiece. Kalamazoo Christian up 1-0 over Muskegon North. North Muskegon, sorry. Same thing, I guess, right? And then Liggett Everest, Clarkson Everest, just getting underway here. They're 10 minutes in. So we've got 4 games happening here simultaneously. This is MSN Red Zone. MSN inside the 20?
Do we know which color?
Attacking third?
Do we know which color each team is? Everest and white?
Well, Liggett is going to be.
Liggett's in white?
Yeah, they're the home team.
Oh, so Liggett's in.
Right, no, sorry, whoever the home team is. Yeah, Liggett is the dark. Yep, so they're blue.
Okay.
Unless, of course, players forgot their jerseys at home.
We switched.
They didn't tell us.
How do they choose it? Just who's ever's on the top of the bracket is the home team, or is it done by the MPR?
I think it's based on bracket.
It's all based on the bracket. Okay, so, yeah, I confirmed this morning with John Ross from the MHSAA that the home team is the top of the bracket. So Kalamazoo Christian, the home team, against North Muskegon. Grosse Pointe Liggett is the home team against Clarkson Everest. So that's
and Hudsonville's home against Northville.
Yeah. And keep in mind there must be a winner here tonight. So, we're gonna say that because it's important to say. as we're watching
three
separate
of our games are in 0-0 ties, so yeah, it's very important.
And we did have a shootout last night. There was a deciding game last night that went to shootouts. That matchup was I believe it was
Grocio Linden?
Yeah, Grocio Flint Powers.
Yeah,
2-1. And so that was a good matchup last night. We are going to order some wings here shortly, and we're going to eat them on the air while we're talking. So I feel like that's just something we got to put out there.
Flint Powers Catholic came up a little bit short, but that's another program that's been very good since the mid-1990s. That was their 18th Final Four in their school history.
They've won 9. Oh, they've been in 9 state final appearances.
3 and 6 in the state finals, and then they've lost in the semis.
They have 6 runner-up finishes, so that's impressive. They got 3 victories. Matter of fact, my first ever state final was back in 2014, Steve, and that was the year you refed Division I, and right after your game at Athens, which is on the screen here to our right, I was doing the Division IV, and Flint Powers Catholic played in that game.
Oh, okay.
So I did that game in the snow back here.
I remember
in 2014.
I remember that because our game was cold, but it was not snowing.
It was sunny,
and then it was sunny and it was cold, and
then all of a sudden the storms.
The moment our game ended, we got into the locker room, came back out, and it was the field was covered in snow.
It was cloudy.
And I remember I waved to you and said, "Good luck." Have fun with that.
I remember a decade ago, I had a chance to see the state finals up at Michigan State, I believe, and Hudsonville Unity Christian beat Flint Powers Catholic. Powers Catholic had a large shots advantage, but Unity Christian had a player in their back of name of Bethany Balser, who is now playing professionally.
Yeah, she's
that was a
breakout player.
That was a great defensive team. Again, Unity Christian did not have a lot of shots in that game, but they ended up winning the state championship, and that's part of that run. You know, you go 10-4 in state championships since the early 2000s. You can't do that without good players all over the field.
100%, and they've had a pipeline of quality players that have come through, and they've been able to develop as well. Sure, if you ask the coaching staff how many girls who were starred as juniors and seniors weren't those same stars as freshmen, sophomore, but have developed through the program. And I know Bethany Balser real well. John and I both know her brother Nick Balser through refereeing, and Bethany Balser is a great example of finding sometimes the college program that is best fit for you. She played at Spring Arbor, went on to have a great career at Spring Arbor, but proved that you can still play at that NAIA level, and if you're good enough, you're going to get seen, you're going to get noticed and picked up, and she's made her way into an NWSL roster, playing with Portland, or no, she's in
I thought she was at the Thorns, didn't she?
Yes, Portland Thorns. Yes. And really thriving and playing really well, and a player that goes from a Division III, Division IV type school, right, makes your way to an NAIA college roster and is now playing professional soccer, and it can happen, and you can do it, and if you're good enough, people will find you and make your way there. And it's a great example of that.
I think there's something you said about this too, is that goal scorers find a way to score goals.
It's true, no matter the level.
And so it doesn't matter what level you play at. If you have I put you out there for 10 minutes, you score a goal, okay, and you do it consistently, you're going to stay on the field, So she's a player like that. You put her out there, she gets assists, she gets goals, and she's done that consistently at the highest level. I mean, she's been called up to the U.S. Women's National Team as well, got a couple caps, during some friendlies, but, she's a phenomenal player. And where did she play her high school ball? Hudsonville Unity Christian.
Yeah, and she wasn't a Division I player in college either. She just got one of those players who was great in the back, and she just got better and better and climbed the ladder of ranks. And
Norfolk was going to tee one up there, and now it's just outside the 18, and defended well there by
the Unity Christian has several kids that will play in college, but they do have a rising stars, in sophomore Ava Lucky. 25 goals, 20 assists this year. She's the Division I recruit there.
Numbers right there.
And everyone that's been around the soccer scene in Michigan the last 25 years knows the name Laura Haybauer from Hudsonville Unity Christian, and I believe she coaches high school and club somewhere in Pennsylvania nowadays, but one of the best players ever down in Jersey in the state of Michigan.
That's true. Free kick, dangerous free kick coming here for Kalamazoo Christian, just outside the box, about 20, 25 yards out. It'll sail up and over the top. But no, absolutely, Dan. Laura Hybor, probably one of the most prolific scorers in high school soccer, as far as it doesn't matter what the records are and who holds what now, but as far as her ability to score goals, when you watched her play, she could score 3 to 5 goals in any given match, no matter who she played, no matter the opponent, and she did it and continued that all the way up to her time at Michigan State University as well. Right. She was I was blessed to have the opportunity to referee many of her games. Unfortunately, a game in which she broke her leg against Penn State as well. But just one of the hard-nosed, hardest-working players. When you talk about players who play with that passion and that aggression, Laura Hybor was one of the most talented female soccer players I've had the witness to. Blessed to have an opportunity to referee, and she was quite a goal scorer. I can only imagine. I did not see her play in high school, but if she played anything like she did at college, the way in high school, I can only imagine how much she dominated those high school fields.
So we're at the half, by the way, the Northville-Hudsonville matchup. It's 0-0 at the half. Let's get some updates here on Northville-Stony Creek. Stony Creek, Saline in the 55th minute, still 0-0. Dan, you're in charge of that game, so if you don't have it correct, you're in trouble. Kalamazoo Christian, North Muskegon, 58th minute, and then Liggett Everest now currently in the 17th minute. That's 0-0 as well. So we're watching that here on the big screens here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Troy. Got some new stuff going on here at Buffalo Wild Wings, and 2 new sauces for limited time only. They've got the sweet chili lime, right? They have now available here for limited time, and they've got the General Tso's sauce here as well. Steve, should I do the Blazing Challenge tonight here on the air?
John, I'm not one to speak on the heat. I've already done my
your duty.
My dues have been paid as far as my heat challenge. So by all means, do whatever you like.
I was watching a video and someone was saying that when it comes to heat, that you should stay away from the dairy and go with get a lemonade or some kind of a high citrus drink that will ultimately.
I think everybody's you got to find certain things that work for you. Like for me, I think eating the banana before was a good help in preventing the heat. But dairy works for me.
Yeah, dairy and sugar can make inflammation worse.
Yeah.
Well, they say citrus actually it opens up your pore, whatever it does, and it helps wash it away. The acidity takes away some of the heat. They say it's painful for the first time you start taking it, but it'll help it go away much quicker. So I will be ordering, if I did it, I would be ordering lemonade, or some kind of a high acidic type drink. Maybe some remember the old school days of I would do this with my apples back in the day. There was that lemon sour, like that lemon juice you could get the bottle, and I'd pour it on my actual apples, and it would give me canker sores, but it was so good, man.
Oh man.
You don't remember? No.
I do, but
yep. So right now it's at the half in Lansing in United West versus Lansing Common. The game is 3-0 in favor of Lansing Common. Do you want something? D1. Oh, go ahead, take it. You're good to go, buddy. A lot going on here. Still 0-0 at Athens. 0-0 at Stony Creek. 0-0 in the Battle of the Vills. 1-0 between North Muskegon and Kalamazoo Christian. Hey, Damon, think I should do the Blazing Challenge here tonight? The Blazing Challenge. Think I should do the Blazing Challenge? It's pretty damn hot. You'll do it? Oh, okay. Damon said he'll do it.
I don't know if that's a good...
Are you...
The look of horror on Steve Beska's face is absolute downright classic. If you could have seen his eyes.
That was like me saying I'll do it at 3,000 hot chip, I guess. But I've done it.
Someone just said you should.
Yeah. The comment section.
Well, that Jason S right there. That looks like a familiar foe or friend.
Oh,
if you're in Nashville, just give a thumbs up. That way I know it's the right Jason because
someone really wants to see you struggle tonight. Guarantee that wasn't from your wife.
No, it was not.
No. As games kick on here again, our only score lies in that Kalamazoo Christian North Muskegon game.
Lucky for us, we have a highlight. So let's go to the highlight here and show you the goal here that got the Kalamazoo Christian up 1-0 in the 4th minute over North Muskegon.
Shot from outside the box and finds that back bar, giving Kalamazoo Christian the early 1-0 lead as that goal was scored in the 4th minute.
Oh yeah, he gave me a thumbs up. So yeah, he's definitely a Nashville. That's sure. I don't know, man. I don't know. You want to order it up, man? I'll do it with you. We'll split it. We'll do like 3, isn't it like 6 wings?
Sure.
3 and 3.
That'd be entertaining.
And then Steve Besk and I will finish the broadcast as
John will be in
our leader, Jonathan
Dan and I
Turner might have a cardiac arrest later this folk. We're just
Dan and I will order honey barbecue and we'll get some carrots and celery.
Yeah.
So
well, I'm always partial to the Parmesan garlic. That is my favorite for.
See, I love that flavor, but it can only be fresh. Like you can't ever take it home. It's just not good. Reheated.
I usually finish.
Yeah, you got to finish it. It's not good reheated.
Still 0-0 there in Stony Creek in Rochester. It's in the 60th minute.
Gorgeous night for all these games scattered across the state of Michigan tonight. Unlike last night where there were several games that were in weather delays and lightning delays, so definitely some pushback last night from the starts. If we'd been doing this last night, we might have been here a while. They might have kicked us out for closing. But tonight, a beautiful night. Looks like we shouldn't have any weather delays, but it doesn't mean that these games might not go a bit long, as right now 3 of those games still scoreless. And again, we have to have a winner tonight, so we could see a lot of overtime.
Jeez. Only one yesterday went to OT. And that was the one that ended in a penalty shootout.
10 rounds.
10 rounds. It's a lot of rounds.
It's a lot of shots.
The question is, but the problem is that these Pixelots, they don't do well with penalty shootouts. I mean, they don't do well, a lot of the time, but specifically in penalty shootout situations.
Well,
because the ball's not really in play, it's just kind of sitting, and then it goes, and then it doesn't, and then it goes. So we might not have any idea what happens. So,
hopefully maybe we'll try to get a contact at the game, and we'll see if someone's live streaming it on Facebook, something, Twitter. You never know.
That's right. So every game is moving here except that Hudsonville-Northville matchup currently at the half 0-0. You want to do this, Damon? Damon wants to do the Blazing Challenge, man. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little scared.
We should probably talk to management of the Buffalo Wild Wings just to make sure they can have an ambulance outside, just to be safe.
Oh boy!
But more power to you guys. I will not be partaking in such punishment, but to each his own.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, you've done both, right?
I've done the Blazing Challenge, yes, several years ago. I think I talked about this on air at a Monday Night Football game, Cowboys, Giants, and never again.
Was it bad?
Like I said, it was like almost worse than the chip. Obviously, it was just the one chip challenge, so it was only one chip. But yeah, it was not fun the next day.
I think David wants to do it by himself.
Okay, we'll give a round of golf clap. All right.
Have at it, my friend. Have at it.
We gotta add another mic in.
We're trying to add some kind of entertainment here as these games have been. Obviously, there's been opportunities in all these games, but just not finding the goals yet early on. And we talked about that. It's something that might happen tonight with how stout defensively these teams can be. And it's going to take a special moment. Even the goal we saw from North Muskegon was a great hit that just bent back bar off the post and in. So, it wasn't. It was a really good strike. So, there's going to be some opportunities here as these halves continue on. But
it says Stony Creek up 1-0 versus Saline at the half. So how did we miss that?
It says 0-0 on the screen.
Well, they don't update the score. Oh. So okay, so we now know that's.
We have a goal. Everest is up 1-0 on Liggett, if that is correct.
So score, who's up, Liggett or?
The scoreboard says Everest. I did not see it.
So a goal scored there. Yeah, Stony Creek scored.
Do we have an idea about time?
It was in the first half.
Oh.
At the half. So I got to be paying more attention to how do we miss that? That's what I want to know.
I've watched most of this game, unless came when we were on that little break.
So I'm looking here. Any more updates? I'm missing anything. So second half about to get underway here for Northville, Hudsonville, but you said Everest on the board.
I haven't confirmed that I saw the goal. I'm purely looking at the scoreboard.
So 1-0 here in favor of Everest over Liggett. Stony Creek Saline. Stony up 1-0 there. Don't know when that goal happened. As the second half of the Hudsonville-Northville game about to get underway. And they're back underway right now. We'll start that clock. Came off a corner kick, they're saying, so. By the way, Dan is in charge of the Stony Creek Saline game, so I just wanted to put that out there.
And I was doing my encyclopedia Rain Man routine of talking about all these players in the last 6 zillion years, and we took a little commercial break during the first half of that, and I'm assuming that's when that goal was scored.
Dan's now doing the blazing challenge.
Yeah, I think I might have just got.
Dave's doing the blame challenge.
I might have got a pink slip in my locker and going to be sent down to AAA next week. So
damn,
the blaming challenge,
making the excusey challenge. Akusa.
Oh, that's
Akusa me. So it looks like the Rebels game never got going. So maybe some technical difficulties out there. The game was at St. Catharines tonight, so that wouldn't surprise me if they had some struggles there with either internet or power. But that Lansing Common game doing well.
Talking about updates, USL update. Detroit City up early 1-0 on Hartford Athletic. That game being played out in Hartford, Connecticut.
We got to get these Blazing Wings. Damn, you got to find our server. We got to get her.
I'm ready for some wings in general.
Yeah, I think we might have to take a commercial to put it in order here.
No, well, we take a commercial, we miss goals.
I didn't miss a goal in my game.
Oh, I haven't missed a goal either.
There's another opportunity in the Liggett Everest game, but that one.
Someone out there in comments lands can back me up. I'm taking some verbal abuse. My feelings are currently being hurt.
Oh, and we have a goal. North Muskegon has tied it up. A free kick coming here from the outside of the box.
Goal alert.
And an absolutely well-struck ball off a free kick goes, I think, over the goalkeeper's hands and bar down. And North Muskegon has tied this match up at 1 apiece. We'll try to get this highlight here for you so we can bring this into the broadcast.
Goal alert. There it is. So we got a goal alert there.
Free kick, the goalkeeper off her line a little bit, and that ball gets put over her head into the back of the net, and we have a 1-1 game here.
Whole new ball game out
at
there.
At Cedar Springs.
Seems like a whole new ball game everywhere. 1-0. Stony Creek. Are you watching this Saline game?
Yes,
Damon, you're in. You're being subbed in, Damon.
Just remember, Jonathan Alago said, "We'll be back after the break."
It is true. There was a break.
Hey, we win as a team, we lose as a team, right? Right, Coach?
All for one, one for all.
Yeah, you guys are both the coaches and
Go
officials.
So.
Team. I will not. I'm not part of that mistake.
I sent you the highlight of that North Muskegon equalizer.
Nice.
Well, once we get that into the broadcast, we'll let everybody know. And show that one to you. Is not sure what minute that had happened in that Kalamazoo game, but
well, the good news is that I can add it in right now. So here it is. Right in the goal, man. That's
just a great free kick there from the left side. She caught the keeper cheating out a little bit, able to chip her, put it over top, and again, equalized from North Muskegon. Remember, they lost last year in this game to Kalamazoo Christian 1-0. They found a way here to battle back and tie this thing up, and now someone can try to be a hero to win that game and punch the ticket, as that was our first game that had kicked off here tonight.
So we got the Everest is up at 1-0 on Liggett. So Erica Walker scored in the 22nd minute on a breakaway feed, and they're dangerously close to becoming
22nd minute.
Huge upset, yes, 22nd minute.
So that North Muskegon, we don't know when it came in.
I don't know what the time was when it went in.
So it's still 0-0 out at Hudson in the Battle of the Vills.
What's the time on the score on the scoreboard right now in that game?
45th minute.
In the Muskegon game?
No, in that game it's 73rd.
Okay, so probably around 70 minutes, somewhere in there. It was just 2-3 minutes ago. But
and then Stony Creek's goal came from Ava Arepas off a corner kick, kind of a goal-mouth scrum.
And that was in the 26th minute? Do we know? That was in the first half, just don't know.
It said, 12th minute.
Oh, wow, jeez. Damn. The 12th minute? We didn't take a break in the 12th. We took a break around like 15 minutes into that game.
I don't remember.
Another chance here for North Muskegon. Cleared away, though, by the Comets. Kalamazoo Christian. They are the Norsemen, aren't they? The
yes.
North Muskegon Norsemen?
Yeah, Rose Point North and North Muskegon are both the Norsemen.
Looks like Kalamazoo Christian's playing with a deep sweeper throughout this game, and been some opportunities for North Muskegon to play some long balls in as they can try to really test that back line with that back sweeper. You don't see that too often now amongst any high school soccer, college, or club. You don't really see really like a deep sweeper being used, but it looks like the way Kalamazoo Christian has been playing throughout this match, they have a girl kind of playing central back, a little bit like a sweeper, and clearing away plenty of these opportunities is now North Muskegon a little bit on the front foot, trying to take the lead.
So North Muskegon's goal did come from Natalie Panucci. She was first team All-State last year. 14:53 left in that match. Our regulation, so they tied it up 1-1.
This is fun. I like this. I'm enjoying this. This is cool. I mean, we got 4 scoreboards on the screen. That was not hard to really do. As Everest ball goes out for a goal kick. So Everest up 1-0 over Liggett with under 7:30 to go here in the first half. That is the nightcap of this game. Of this night, I mean. A lot of game left there. Again, Liggett, just looking at what they've done this season, I know they're minus Olivia Thomas, but they've still scored a ton of goals and had a good season. They lost the Catholic League. It was a Cardinal Championship.
Cardinal or Bishop, which one?
I always forget which one, but they lost to Cranbrook. Ooh, the Liggett game just kind of froze there, so we'll keep an eye on that one. So this game in Grand Ledge it's kind of looking towards, it might go towards OT.
I mean, we're looking at similar out at Cedar Springs with this 1-1 draw right now between Kalamazoo and North Muskegon. Not much time left in that one, and remember in overtime in the high school game, they are played to its entirety. There is no golden goal.
It's right. That is right. So we are just In the 49th minute of Hudsonville-Northville, 0-0 game. John Turner, Dan Stickrat, Steve Besk here. Damon Knight here on this Wednesday evening, the 14th of June. So we're just a few days away from state finals. Friday, the first matchups begin with Division II and Division III taking place at DeMartin Stadium, and then Division I and IV taking place on Saturday. Now maybe Liggett puts us inside. That one goes just off the goal line clearance.
So Ryland Smith was the one that got the first goal for Kalamazoo Christian in the first half.
On a shot that goes just off the crossbar. Liggett now continuing some pressure here. They're down 1-0 with 6 to play. Still 3-0 out in Holland. United West versus Lansing. Norfolk looking to press here. 30 minutes to play out there in Grand Ledge. Just waiting for someone to come by.
Well, they probably see the headsets, don't want to disturb us. Don't disturb this groove, right?
Well, Damon, would you mind going over and telling them we want to place an order? Will you mind to go talking to her and tell them we want to place an order?
Yeah, if we see our server here,
yeah,
I'll let you know. If I see her, I'll let you know here in a second.
I think she's the one. It's the bartender that was taking care of us earlier.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just tell her we want to order some food. Just tell her we'll take a break so we can do it while. Yeah, so tell her to come on over. We'll just go to commercial as soon as she comes back. We got to get some food in. It's Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah. So yeah. We're still debating whether or not we should do the Blazing Challenge. It's still a debate.
He sounded all in.
He does. I don't think he knows what he's about to get himself into.
Nope. That's okay. It might make for good.
Hey, you live and you learn, right?
Yeah.
Have to have him sit right here.
I have seen a few friends in the last 20 years suffer through the challenge.
Yeah,
so.
It's not for me anymore. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. But yeah, good luck. Good luck. You too, my friend. You too. I mean, Can we
confirm that it's still 1-0 for Stony Creek?
Yeah, I was looking at some stuff on Twitter. It was 1-0 5 minutes ago, so I've not seen another goal.
Wow.
But then again, I guess I'm not that trustworthy of.
We didn't see the first one. There's another chance for North Muskegon. Shot goes right into the arms of the Kalamazoo Christian Comet goalkeeper. Not too difficult to save there as that shot was put right at her.
Liggett's got a corner. Everest has a corner here now at Troy Athens. Ball be played in right now as it goes into the top of the 6 ahead. Played out top of 18 one time. Well, that will be put up and over.
Another chance for Kalamazoo Christian. Kalamazoo Christian, but this time the North Muskegon goalkeeper comes up with a big save. Chances at both ends here as this game is really opening up. Not much time left.
It's an injury on the field right now. Looks like a Saline player down at Rochester Stony Creek. Northville, Hudsonville still 0-0 with just under 26 to play here in half number 2.
Under 5 minutes to go in Muskegon, Kalamazoo Christian. 1-1 the score there. Looking ever so close to extra time here in the first of our 4 games here tonight.
That game, I mean, based on what I'm seeing, it's already in their stoppage time. Well, no stoppage time, but you know what I mean. Actually, those at home, I don't know what I mean, but
yeah, it's under 5 for sure. I think just from what I can gather, and there was obviously a goal and at least in one other injury. North Muskegon looks to drive here, and an opportunity shot from distance, scooped up by the goalkeeper.
Minute left here in half number 1 against Liggett Everest.
So again, Ava of Repus of Stony Creek had their goal off Lauren.
Wait, someone just
Lauren
scored.
Palmer. Yep.
Did they just? Is that just a goal just happened at Stony Creek?
I couldn't tell who that was, but yes.
So Stony Creek now up 2-0 over Saline. That's one thing that stinks. You just don't know. You don't have like a way of checking that.
Yeah, I'm looking at all 4 of these games. I can't read the jersey numbers on the small screen. So
Kazoo and North Muskegon still in a battle here as time is winding down. Less than 2 minutes to go. Let's do this here.
Lauren Palmer scoring the goal for Stony Creek, set up by Serena Shaw. Stony Creek now up 2-0 with about 3 minutes left.
It looks like, yeah.
Again, I'm going off of some Stony Creek AD tweeting. So
yes, yeah. I just got a text that Palmer, who had the assist on the first goal, scored the second goal. So Stony Creek less than 5 minutes away from going to the state finals for the 3rd time in their history. Unless Saline can work up some late-minute magic here and net a couple goals, part of the Division I field will be set.
Still 0-0 out in Grand Ledge. It's a halftime now for Everest and Liggett. So getting close here to the end of all these games. We only have 1 half left in Liggett and Everest.
Clarkson Everest Collegiate, 2 wins in the regular season, and they are half away from making the state finals in Division IV. What an amazing storyline that would be. We already saw it in Division II. Grosse Pointe North was 4-7-7 entering the tournament, 5th in their conference. And they pulled off a string of upsets, and now they're 1 win away from a state title. Grosse Pointe North has never won a state championship in girls soccer. It's their 4th Final Four, 2nd finals appearance, and we'll see if the Norsemen can pull off a little bit of history.
Oh, wow, that one just went wide.
A header from just around the penalty spot from North Muskegon, just goes wide of the goal. As you can kind of see in the feed that both coaching staffs are telling the teams to settle down a little bit, so there must be only seconds left here before this game goes to potentially extra time. But here's a break for Kalamazoo Christian.
Oh, look at that, one-on-one.
She's in one-on-one with the goalkeeper.
Oh, wow.
And a big save.
Stymied.
Keeper came sliding out.
Under 10 seconds.
Wow, that probably had with 12, 15 seconds to go. A breakaway for Kalamazoo Christian. Denied by the North Muskegon goalkeeper to keep this game knotted up at 1, and that's it for regulation. We're going to head to extra time in Cedar Springs.
We're going to step aside here for a commercial break and order some food.
We do have a final. Rochester Stony Creek 2, Saline 0. That game just finished here seconds ago.
Stony Creek is the winner of Division I over Saline, and they punched their ticket into the Saturday 4 o'clock final at the Martin Stadium. We're going to step aside here for commercial break. You're watching the Buffalo Wild Wings watch party here on the Michigan Soccer Network. We'll be back.
Every small business has expenses as it grows. Whether you're a farmer, a wedding planner, or anything in between, PFCU can help. With a suite of business services, we can help build your business.
Beat up sweet chili lime sauce has 3 perfect ingredients. Sweet, chili, lime. People keep telling us sweet isn't an ingredient. How these wings get sweet then? Introducing new sweet chili lime for a limited time at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Are you looking to grow here in 2023? Let the Michigan Soccer Network help you and your restaurant fill more seats. Help you and your law firm get new clients. Help you and your dental practice find more patients. Find more roofing customers for this upcoming summer. And to help you and your medical practice find new patients. To learn more or get started, visit MichiganSoccerNetwork.com.
I work in nursing home, I work in the restaurant, and I own my own food truck. And I bank with Huntington. I used to always look at that sign, come on, own your own home. So one day I just said, okay, I'm gonna go talk to the banker. And he didn't tell me, no, it's not possible. He told me anything was possible. And that made me feel good. Hi, I'm Veronica, and this is my banker, Roger. He's awesome. He's a good guy.
Every small business has expenses as it grows. Whether you're a farmer, a wedding planner, or anything in between, PFCU can help. With a suite of business services, we can help build your business.
Welcome back here into Buffalo Wild Wings here in Troy, Michigan. We're live here on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, and we've got a game update here just happening here. Stony Creek has punched their ticket into the state finals here on Saturday, and they will play the winner of the Battle of the Vills out at Grand Ledge right now. And I'm alongside Steve Best, Dan Stickrat, John Turner here. We just ordered our food.
2-0 win for Stony Creek. They punched their ticket to the Division I final. Date will set up with the winner of that Hudsonville-Northville game. And then in our Division IV matchup, John, we have a first game in extra time tonight. Kalamazoo Christian against North Muskegon. We had goals in the 4th minute, and then I think right around the 68th or 70th minute for North Muskegon to tie it up. They're tied at 1 apiece, going to extra time. And then the other game is at the break. Clarkston Everest leads Grosse Pointe Woods Liggett 1-0 at the break.
There is a corner kick right now here with 17 minutes to go. Looks as though that is Hudsonville with the corner. Goes back post and ahead, and that's, stays in the box, then cleared away. We'll put right back in. So some danger here as goalkeeper comes out. She's taken out, and they're going to call that a foul. So, but are we back underway?
We're just about to kick off here, extra time in Cedar Springs between Kalamazoo Christian and North Muskegon. Winner will take on the winner of the Clarkston Everest Liggett game.
And that is extra time is set up. They must play the full 20.
2 10-minute halves, no golden goal. So
It's the fourth, as we mentioned earlier, this is the fourth time in 6 years that Kalamazoo Christian and North Muskegon has squared off in the state semifinal round. And Kalamazoo Christian won the first 3. Both schools have winning state championships in the past, combining for 4 state titles, but I guess you would expect that with 2 very good programs.
We have another player. It looks like they're injured in this. It's a goalkeeper.
That collision on that ball in the box.
Yeah, she came flying out, getting a hand to it.
So that would have been Simran Magnan as the goalkeeper for Northville.
Stony Creek wins 2-0. A lot going on here right now, trying to figure out all these matchups. And so we said, so let me take a look at those brackets here. Let's update those. So Stony Creek they will be the away team on Saturday. So we still have 3 undecideds here today. Looks like they have a substitute goalkeeper in for Northville.
And that could change quite a bit of things right here. You know, Hudsonville's been putting on some pressure. The Northville goalkeeper's come out a few times off her line to clear some balls out, and I'm sure Hudsonville will look to try to test her early and often. As anytime a backup goalkeeper comes into the game, you know, just not the same as if you're starting and preparing for a game where your rhythm is ready to go for that early shot.
And they're back underway at Troy Athens.
Everest trying to provide the upset of the tournament. Up 1-0 over the top-ranked Knights of Grosse Pointe Woods, University of Liggett here.
That would be the upset of the tournament?
I would think so, yeah. I mean, they've been number 1 almost the whole year. I mean,
no, I just meant
they
that.
They took over in early April. They've been there ever since. I mean,
no, I was just thinking about it from the standpoint of I think every team they played, Clarkson, Everest, they've probably been the underdog in this tournament. We talked about this before with Olivia Thomas leaving, Liggett. We had some questions about whether or not they had the ability to go as far as they have. And clearly they've proven, me wrong and anyone else who thought that might be not the same team. But hey, you know what? They found a way to get themselves into a semifinal, a chance to play for a state final here this Saturday. So,
quality coaching staff, quality conference. They beat Everest 5-1 early in the season. Everything's different in the state tournament. It only takes 1 or 2 opportunities to pull an upset. I mean,
so a corner kick coming up here for Hudsonville. Under 14 to play. They just had a corner kick here a few moments ago, and it looked as though the goalkeeper, was injured for Northville. Not sure if she got back in there yet or not. Ball played far post. Hudsonville gets a head on it, still in the box, and then finally cleared out towards midfield, and it's 1-on-1, so someone's put back over the top of the goal, but that could have been dangerous on the counterattack for Northville.
Yeah, Hudsonville had a lot of numbers committed forward. Northville unable to just collect it and create anything on that counterattack, but
so we're getting towards the business end of the Northville-Hudsonville game. That game, just looking at the way it's been played, just had this impression that game will possibly go to OT, which really doesn't impact us a ton because we've got to be here for another 38 minutes anyway, so it keeps us busy.
There's an opportunity for Kalamazoo Christian over the top. Forward overruns the ball, and North Muskegon escapes.
So all the plates coming. You don't want me in the air?
Ball in the middle of the box.
To go in?
Shot is
Would you like to come on the air with us?
She's like,
we
no.
got a profound no from the our favorite bartender here at Buffalo Wild Wings, Troy. She does not want to hop on our YouTube, Twitter, Twitch channel here and talk soccer with us. But
Kalamazoo Christian with that opportunity, but again, another big save from the goalkeeper for North Muskegon is now the Norsemen look to counter.
Oh, that one deflected almost.
That was a dangerous shot. North Muskegon with an opportunity, a shot from outside the box, quickly deflected off the defender, had the goalkeeper going the wrong way, but she's able to recover as this match remains tied at 1 apiece here in the first extra time.
Hudsonville Northville under 12 to play.
And coming up here, June 21st on the network, we mentioned this in the beginning of the broadcast, we will have the All-State Dream Team Reveal Show here in Troy, Michigan. The Coach Association will send us the list of the 11-member All-State Dream Team, 10 field players, 1 goalie, plus the offensive, defensive players of the year in each of the 4 divisions. Those players, coaches, and parents will be invited to come. We will bring as many of those players together for a couple hours. We'll talk to each individual on the mic for a minute or two, let them talk about what it means for them to win these honors, let them talk about their future soccer plans or their high school career, club career, and towards the end, we will unveil the 2023 winner of
You
Miss
say
Soccer.
unveil?
Unveil.
I think he said unveil.
Did I say?
He said unveil.
Yeah, well.
I don't know. I mean, we're not serving veal. It's a taco bar.
Hey, I missed the goal in the Rochester Stony Creek Saline game somehow.
You actually missed both goals.
I guess I'm not. No, I saw the second one.
Dan's sometimes our punching bag. It's kind of fun.
So
2 minutes
2 minutes and 20 seconds left in that first overtime between North Muskegon and Kalamazoo Christian. Still tied at 1 apiece.
There's a bit of a counterattack here. Is this?
See how deep they're playing that sweeper for Kalamazoo Christian. She's playing a good 10 to 15 yards beyond her other defenders there, and really expands the game and gives North Muskegon opportunity over the top. But she's doing a great job cleaning up things in the back and preventing those opportunities from resulting in goals.
And still 0-0 out at Grand Ledge. Northville versus Hudsonville in a Division I state semifinal. Stony Creek just won their matchup 2-0 over Saline and punched their way into the Division I state final on Saturday at 4 p.m. We'll be live at the Michigan High School Athletic Association Division I and 4 state finals on Saturday as part of our pregame coverage. Pregame begins at 11:30 Eastern. We'll have postgame coverage as well, all live from DeMartin Stadium. Lansing Common game, 14 minutes to go versus United West. That game 4-0 in favor of Lansing Common. Oh, Paul, look at this. Now it's a shot from Northville, a diving save from the Hudsonville goalkeeper, and that keeps this game 0-0.
Caitlin Feenstra has been coming up big, in her high school career. She was first team All-State last year for Hudsonville.
We are under a minute to go here in Cedar Springs. Deep throw in for Kalamazoo Christian. Chance in the box.
Oh, far post. Oh, just went wide.
Almost a chance to give them the lead going into that second extra time, but out for a goal kick, and Kalamazoo Christian, a great opportunity there right before the break as the team's here in 20 seconds as that game will go to the second half of overtime. We'll just take a quick 2-minute break.
Is it already a break?
And kick off.
Oh, 13 seconds.
They will take a 2-minute break and come back.
So great setup this weekend at Michigan State University. You have the girls soccer finals, 2 on Friday, 2 and Saturday at DeMartin Stadium, and then right next door you have the softball, and then beyond that the baseball stadium So the semifinals in those two sports are Thursday, Friday, and then all 4 championship games in softball and baseball will happen on Saturday. But 3 stadiums side by side. So if you're a high school sports fan and you want to wrap up the final weekend of the 2022-23 school year, Michigan State is the place to be.
Yeah, we were out there last year, and it's a really cool setup when you have the other sports, because you have 4 other divisions of a different sport, so you have completely different schools that are out there, and some of the schools that qualify for both softball and baseball, they don't really pay attention to the soccer that's going on, so they come over and check out, and same thing, some of the soccer parents are over checking out the softball games, and you could just get a lot of fans and parents and friends and family and out there, and it's a great environment, and the way that it's all set up there at the College Park area there down by DeMartin is a nice little area where fans can spread out amongst the concession stands, and it's a really cool setup. I think we have a goal.
Oh, yeah, it looks like Hudsonville just scored.
We have a goal in Grand Ledge. John, not doing your job, watching your game.
I was looking at want to pull that up on an iPad, get a video of that. I don't think I can go backwards with this. But, yeah, it looks like, one goal just happened here. Hudsonville got on the board.
You want to pull up the North Muskegon Kalamazoo game on yours, and I'll try to get this replay?
Yes, I can.
So we don't miss anything.
Oops.
So if Hudsonville can prevail here and hold on, you'll have two schools from the Hudsonville community playing in the state finals.
So it was off a corner kick. I'll try to get this. Just a corner kick that was headed down, came back up off the post or crossbar and tapped in from Hudsonville. Is now 7.5 minutes to go. Hudsonville leads Northville 1-0.
Hudsonville scores late goal. Sent to me?
Sent.
Boom. All right, so for some reason this thing was in delay. I can switch back now if you want. Let's go back here. Hudsonville. Here we go. They're back under play. Kalamazoo.
They are. Yep.
Okay. Liggett is still up 1-0. Sorry, Evers up 1-0 over Liggett with 28 to play in that second half. And Hudsonville just getting a goal here a few moments ago.
That goal's late in the second half, so
not much time.
And waiting to see who can punch the ticket there to face Rochester Stony Creek.
Is that it there?
Yep.
No, that's Cedar Springs, so I don't have the one. Everybody you just sent me didn't get. Maybe just needs a second or two.
Send it again.
Yeah, we'll see. It's okay. We'll get it, though.
Oh, yeah, it says it's...
why does it say Hudsonville has 2 goals? Do we have... Is that a mistake?
I think someone just hit, and when they went to hit the update, they clicked it too many times because I don't believe they've scored. I mean, unless...
I mean...
There it is.
There you go. Well...
So the Hudsonville goal, Lauren Moylan centered it.
And it's 1-0, right?
Off across, and Kendall Akins, the Grand Valley State commit, punches it home for the 1-0 advantage. 5:30 left on that goal. So yeah, Hudsonville's counting down.
Yeah, I think it was just
some
a
of the
typo.
Most tense moments here in their school history. They got a 1-0 lead on an undefeated team.
We've got the replay here right now. Let's take a look at it. There it is. So that's a goal there.
We got food coming in now.
Oh, boy. What do we do with all that?
No goal alert. We have wings alert. Attention, wings alert.
Wings alert. I made room. I cleared off some space. It was like,
maybe move a couple of these monitors out of the way. The most important thing of the evening is dinner time.
I don't know about the most important thing, but
yeah,
it's up there.
Priorities, right?
Priorities. Perfect. They're going to leave it over there.
So in Division 4 here in the second half, Clarkson Everest Collegiate is still leading top-ranked Grosse Pointe Woods University League at 1-0.
7:40 to go in the second half of extra time here in Cedar Springs between Kalamazoo Christian and North Muskegon. Still tied at – oh, sorry. Why does the scoreboard say 2-1?
I don't know.
Did we miss a goal when I flipped back?
Jeez, Steve.
Well,
we're all failing at this tonight.
Oh, yes. Kalamazoo Christian scored off a corner kick.
Oh, wow. Okay. We're bad at our jobs, everybody.
And these games are live on our friends with the NHSF network. Seen that we're trying to watch multiple games, and we've missed a couple goals somehow.
Kalamazoo takes lead. All right, 2-1. Let's breaking news this. 2-1. So we'll have the highlight here for you in a moment. So now that score 2-1. It is saying by the way, it's saying 2-0 on the scoreboard at the stadium.
In the Northville Hudsonville?
Yep. Can you confirm that, Dan?
I'm trying to look on Twitter here to see. I saw the goal. The first goal came with 5:30 left.
Nobody online is reporting it's 2-0.
Well, it's saying 2-0 at the stadium.
Right.
So I don't know if I should.
Oh, Hudsonville adds another.
Okay. Good to know.
5:30 left. They scored another one.
So Hudsonville with a lead here over Northville, 2-0. They will not punch their ticket, barring a miracle here with 1:30 to go. And getting back into the state finals for consecutive years. Kalamazoo Christian also up right now, 2-1 in the second overtime. So very interesting last couple moments. Is you can totally grab the food there, Damon. It's safe. So it's going to be a Hudsonville-Stony Creek matchup on Saturday.
North Muskegon here, 5 minutes to go. They're driving with an opportunity. Down 2-1 in the second half of extra time. Got to find an equalizer here if they want to push this game to penalty kicks.
And Hudsonville's never been to a state final, right?
No, this is their first year ever. They got to the Final Four. They lost in the regional finals last year to Portage Central, and they opened up the season. They lost to Portage Central again, but were able to defeat the Mustangs 1-0 in the regional final, scoring a goal in I believe the 77th minute over the late last week to win their first regional championship. So.
Thank you, Rebecca. We appreciate it. Yeah, there was 2 goals. There was another one, a goal that came right after you showed the first one. So, Hudsonville, the game just came to a conclusion.
So we got a final.
So that is confirmed final. Hudsonville has punched their ticket into the state final for Division 1. They'll take on Stony Creek here on Saturday at 4 p.m. as that game just came to a conclusion here just a few moments ago. Congratulations to Hudsonville.
The Eagles prevailing in their very first Final Four trip. So number 4, Hudsonville. Number 3, Rochester Stony Creek. Two teams that have been mainstays the last 2 years in the top 15 in Division 1.
And there's another goal by Kalamazoo Christian, and that will surely punch their ticket to the final. A ball at the top of the box. Kalamazoo Christian Comet player was able to take a touch pass, put it into the far bar, kept it low on the ground, and extend the lead to 3-1 for Kalamazoo Christian. With just a few minutes left here in the second half of overtime, and surely the Comets will find themselves in that championship game on Saturday afternoon.
It's still 1-0 with 21 to play here. It's Clarkson Evers up 1-0 over Liggett. They had a first half goal.
So yeah, that's definitely all over Twitter, the Hudsonville victory. Hudsonville actually spent a couple weeks at number 1 last season. They bounced around the top 10. They've been in the top 10 all season. And Holly Van Noord, a former standout goalkeeper with Hudsonville Unity Christian and later NCAA Division I Liberty University, has now coached a team into the finals. And she just took over that program just a few years ago. So hats off to Van Noord and the Eagles of Hudsonville, the second team from Hudsonville to make the state finals this year. Hudsonville Unity Christians going after title number 11 in Division III.
Trying to keep track of all these goals, man. Holy cow. It's like there were none, and then there was a bunch. It's like, so a final score, 2-0.
I wonder if both those Hudsonville goals came after that goalkeeper injury for Northville.
It did. Again, I don't know if the starter returned, but
it looked like she had a bright yellow jersey, and I don't think I saw that come back in. So,
yeah.
Unfortunate break for Northville. But still an amazing 2-year run for the Mustangs. They only lost 2 games.
Hey, Damon.
Finals last year. And
you can bring the food over, dude. Let's eat. Yeah, eat. Yeah, let's eat. Yeah, I mean, let's eat, everybody. I mean, we're doing this. We're working and we're playing. All right, that's.
So we'll hold the mic as part of our crew takes a quick break to delve into some wings, and we're getting down there. Just the Division 4 game is just about ready to wrap up with Kalamazoo Christian leading 3-1 over North Muskegon.
You got it on the side? Huh? Oh, I was saying, did you get it on the side?
I got the sauces on the side.
Oh, okay. Kalamazoo Christian game is winding down here. It looks like, though, it got to be right there at the end. Oh, 2 minutes to go. Thank you, sir. Oh, those are good. Those are great. Oh, yeah.
So this will be the 4th time in 6 years that Kalamazoo Christian has defeated North Muskegon in the Division 4 state semifinal. Talk about having an opponent's number.
Crazy is 1-0 here with 18 to play.
So Stephen Best, one of our broadcast partners here, also a playing server here at Buffalo Wild Wings.
You got is there a fork over there? Do you want a fork? I don't care about. I don't need. Oh yeah.
I don't know, whatever you want.
Just a fork. That's it.
There's also dinner time here at the Michigan Soccer Network.
All right, so he's got some blazing wings over there. Damon, you got to tell us how they are, man.
Yeah, let us know how hot.
Medic, call a medic.
This is your first time having them? Here lies the man.
I wish we could turn the camera a little bit. This is how you feeling, big guy? It's hot.
Just off camera, one of our technical directors is doing the Blazing Challenge here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Troy.
Amazing.
A gutsy performance by our newfound member. His face has not turned colors yet.
But he's doing, I mean, well, it is now.
You're all right, guy.
Steam coming out of his ears now, so we're at DEF CON 2.
Would you like a limonada?
Yeah, you're going to need another Dr. Pepper real quick.
Dr. Pepper is not going to work.
Excuse me, a doc? Is there a doctor here? Anyone?
Doc, there's some pepper.
How many of them did you get? 3? You got 5. He got 5. Well, the Blazing Challenge is only 6, so I guess, you're almost there.
We are about to try their new, I don't know which one's the general style and which one's the sweet chicken and sweet chili lime, but I'm sure I'll find out here.
Are you going for the second one right now? Or did you tame it down to hot?
So what we got? We down to the last minute or two of the Division 4 final?
Yeah.
Yep.
Liggett is still down 1-0 with 15 to play. Up, they won it. It's official. So Kalamazoo Christian wins over North Muskegon.
3-1 final?
3-1. I don't know why it says. It's crazy. I update this, but yet it just shows the wrong score. So
hot there, guy. A little hot? Yep. That'll do it.
Yeah, that's... He's still okay, though. He's still okay. He's still breathing. Do we need to call an ambulance?
You're going to have to check on him tomorrow morning.
That's Damon right there, just in case. He's the one. He's on camera right now. So we are able to watch, him taking his wing challenge here. So the final score.
3 tickets have been punched. Stony Creek defeating Saline. Kalamazoo Christian knocking off North Muskegon. And Hudsonville knocking off Northville. Now just left the Everest-Liggett game, in which Everest leads Liggett 1-0.
So now we're just watching this Liggett game. And as of right now, every time I've said the word OT, nothing's happened, so we're good.
You never know.
Clarkson Everest is 1 game under the 500 mark, playing in the state semifinals. And they're less than 15 minutes away from not just upsetting a team, but upsetting the top-ranked team in Division 4 for most of the season. A team that beat them 5-1 back in mid-April.
So a corner kick coming up here with 13 to play.
Is this Liggett on the corner kick?
It is not. It is Clarkston.
This is Everest. Okay.
I think what we should do here, the right thing to do here is to step aside for a commercial. Let's take a commercial. We'll come back here and we'll continue our coverage here of this last game, the Division 4 matchup, Clarkson-Everest up 1-0 over Grosse Pointe University of Liggett with 12 minutes to go. You're watching the Buffalo Wild Wings watch party here on the Michigan Soccer Network. We'll be back.
I work in nursing home, I work in the restaurant, and I own my own food truck. And I banquet Huntington. I used to always look at that sign, come on, own your own home. So one day I just said, okay, I'm gonna go talk to the banker. And he didn't tell me, no, it's not possible. He told me anything was possible. And that made me feel good. Hi, I'm Veronica, and this is my banker, Roger. He's awesome. He's a good guy.
Every small business has expenses as it grows. Whether you're a farmer, a wedding planner, or anything in between, PFCU can help. With a suite of business services, we can help build your business.
Since 1936, Dover has been specializing in doors for your home.
Do you do garage doors?
Dover does it. The area's largest selection to meet everybody's style and budget.
But do you do entry doors?
Absolutely. From steel, fiberglass, wood core, we have the look you'll love. Dover does it.
How about storm doors?
Of course, we have them all. Steel, aluminum, glass, and the very popular retractable screen. Dover does it.
Were you going to ask about interior doors?
Why not?
You know it. Whether it's a hanging door, bifold door, sliding door, special shapes and sizes, Dover does it. For all your door needs, installation or service, trust the experts. We've been delivering quality for over 80 years. Dover does it. I work in nursing home, I work in the restaurant, and I own my own food truck. And I bank with Huntington. I used to always look at that sign, come on, own your own home. Till one day I just said, okay, I'm gonna go talk to the banker. And he didn't tell me, no, it's not possible. He told me anything was possible. And that made me feel good. Hi, I'm Veronica, and this is my banker, Roger. I work in nursing home, I work in the restaurant, and I own my own food truck. And I bank with Huntington. I used to always look at that sign, come on, own your own home. Till one day I just said, okay, I'm gonna go talk to the banker. And he didn't tell me, no, it's not possible. He told me anything was possible. And that made me feel good. Hi, I'm Veronica, and this is my banker, Roger. He's awesome. He's a good guy.
Beat Up Sweet Chili Lime Sauce has 3 perfect ingredients. Sweet, chili, lime. People keep telling us sweet isn't an ingredient. How these wings get sweet then? Introduce a new Sweet Chili Lime for a limited time at Buffalo Wild Wings.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
There's good. Then there's sticky, sweet, spicy, double your napkins, don't even share with your own best friend. General So Good. Introducing General Soul Sauce for a limited time at Buffalo Wild Wings.
At Dort Financial Credit Union, we believe in fulfilling our members' dreams and care deeply about supporting our community.
Without amazing partners like Dort Financial Credit Union, we would not be able to do what we do. And that's truly the backbone of our organization, is having those partnerships and community relationships.
From supporting community events to our employee volunteers, we are passionate about giving back to organizations that are important to you and helping make our community a great place to live, work, and play.
What makes Snyder Financial unique is that we're a family-run financial advisory firm.
Our clients enjoy working with us because we're a family. We understand family and relationships.
We absolutely find joy in building relationships with our clients.
And we really want to help them feel educated and feel empowered with their planning.
The level of service and commitment that we have to our clients, that's what we put above everything else.
Snyder Financial, a proud sponsor of the Flint City Bucks.
Don't just burn calories, torch those little suckers. Base Camp Fitness Troy, opening up this March, will help you get maximum results in half the time. Our intensity intervals of cardio and strength training will supercharge your calorie burn, all in just 35 minutes. Make sure to lock in our founders rate and claim your 2-week risk-free trial by scanning the QR code on your screen. Base Camp Fitness Troy, located at 443 East Big Beaver Road in Troy, Michigan. Welcome back here into Buffalo Wild Wings here in Troy, Michigan. We are wrapping up our coverage here of the Buffalo Wild Wings watch party here, girls high school state semifinals. Division 1, Division 4 here playing tonight. And right now what we're watching is Everest. And the Liggett game is in the last 5 minutes. It's at half number 2. And Everest up 1-0 in this one. And as Dave mentioned, this would be the upset of the tournament as you look at an unranked team in Clarkson Everest coming in with a losing record into this game, and we'll move to 500 with a win here. And it'd be the upset of the tournament, as you put, Dan, here a little while ago.
Yeah, I mean, Everest has been a good program in the years, but they were hard hit by injuries with a young roster to begin with. Took their lumps in the regular season, only scored 12 goals, but they're down in the last 5 minutes, and they've outscored their opposition in 5 tournament games 19-1. So Richard Cross and company dangerously close to going to the state finals in a year, and no one ever gave them a shot. They were ranked in the preseason in the top 15, and they fell out a week or two later and took their baptism under fire in the Catholic League AA division, but they have played a lot better down the stretch.
And you'll be happy to announce that Damon is okay. He did do some blazing wings, and he's
still suffering a little bit. I can see by the look at his face.
I think he's taking a little time out.
I think he's saving the last couple wings, and he's not going to eat those wings.
Yeah, he wants them for dessert.
To be fair, the sauce is really hot when it looks like it's chocolate on it, right? It looks like a chocolate sauce. I'm just saying. But 3 minutes to go.
Wow.
3 minutes ago, and we've only seen a handful of opportunities for Liggett in this game, and it just goes to show you what again, Olivia Thomas on this field tonight. This game is a whole different game, and it's the one thing that's really sad about these rules and the things that happen at the level across, not just in the state of Michigan, but across this country, where players are penalized for having to make these choices, and you almost feel like they should be able to make some of these choices and not miss out on an opportunity to play high school, and or find a happy medium, right, where you can go play, do something, come back. Maybe there's a maximum amount of games, something that can be done so players and teams don't get hurt, by these types of decisions. Because if you're a player that wants to go play at the next level and your coach is telling you have to leave the school you're currently at and go do something else, you're being handcuffed, But that's because of the current rules too, right? So, because Olivia Thomas on this field tonight, I don't think we're even having this conversation.
Well, she was part of their 5-1 victory a couple months ago.
Yeah,
so that kind of shows you. She's an elite well inside the top 100 prospects from the class of 2023 nationally. She's been invited to some national team ID camps, and
again, you would think
North Carolina. So.
You would, David DeWay, he would say, "Hey, we're not one player, but taking a player of her caliber out of your lineup,
shot just wide of the goalpost, and Everest is going to burn as much time. They're down to about a minute.
Top of the 18 is a shot fired, and
just
that goes just wide. Holy moly! So just under a minute to go, and that was a golden opportunity for Liggett to get back in this one.
Yeah, my monitor is about 20 seconds ahead of that one.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I just mentioned the shot went just wide.
Just a bit outside. Hey, this one says 20 seconds left on mine. I'm looking at Steve's. He's got tape delay. So my goodness.
As the stream is frozen here at the Buffalo Wild Wings, but not on our screen as Clarkson.
One last attempt here for Liggett to.
Oh, it's cleared away. Everest is gonna win this game.
That's it. That's all she wrote.
Wow.
Clarkston Everest punches their ticket to the state final. Well, they will meet Kalamazoo Christian in the Division IV final at 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon at DeMartin Stadium, followed up by the Division I final at 4 p.m. We'll see Hudsonville face off against Rochester Hills Stony Creek. Our matchups are set, gentlemen.
That they are. As we're just going to write these down. So you're right, the final score out in, just reset that. Out in Troy Athens, 1-0 in favor of Clarkson Everest with the upset win over number 1 ranked Liggett. Again, Clarkson coming in unranked and now moved to 7-7 overall on the season. I think 7-7-1.
Yeah.
So now they are officially 500 on the season, and they upset the number 1 ranked University of Liggett, which would be the upset, as Dan says, of the tournament. So that's it's all she wrote for University of Liggett, and the other teams here playing tonight is, as Steve had mentioned, the finals are set, and we'll go through those right now so everybody knows what those are. We're going to start with Friday's matchups. So Friday matchup, so the 1 o'clock game on Friday will be taking place between Hudsonville Unity Christian and Grosse Seal in the Division III matchup. Hudsonville Unity Christian winning 6-0 over Elk Rapids yesterday. Grosse Seal winning in a shootout over Flint Powers Catholic to get to the state finals. And the 4 o'clock game, Plainwell lost to East Grand Rapids. East Grand Rapids will take on Grosse Pointe North, who beat Linden yesterday 1-0. Grosse Pointe North coming in unranked, beating number 10 Linden in that game yesterday. And we take a look what happened here tonight. And Hudsonville Northville, that game kicking off at 6:30. Number 4 Hudsonville upsets number 2 ranked Northville 2-0. Punch their ticket to play Stony Creek, who beat Saline 2-0. Number 3 ranked Stony Creek versus number 15. That game taking place at 4 p.m. on Saturday. And Kalamazoo Christian taking on North Muskegon. They won that game in overtime, 3-1, and punched their ticket to play Clarkson Everest, who with the upset over previously number 1 ranked Grosse Pointe Woods University Liggett, 1-0 here just moments ago. So 4 finals all set, all taking place this weekend. We will be there live on Saturday morning with a pregame show at 11:30. Post-game coverage and game coverage throughout the day. An exciting time here in soccer in Michigan.
Any thoughts about any predictions? We can go down the list. Or
I mean, it's going to be hard to bet against Stony Creek and Lily Bosley and the way that Stony Creek has been playing this entire season in the Division I matchup. But watching bits and pieces of that Hudsonville team, they're a talented group, and I think they're going to cause Stony Creek some fits. So that should be a great game, but I'll take Stony Creek just based on the fact that the best player in the field plays for Stony Creek and Lily Bosley. And then in the Division IV matchup, having watched a good amount of that Kalamazoo Christian team play, Everest has shown that they can hang with anybody, and they're going to use that momentum. But Kalamazoo Christian has been there before and shown that experience. So I'll take the Comets to win the Division IV match.
Yeah, I agree. When it comes to Division I, and what Lily Bosley has done over her 4 years, the reigning Miss Soccer from 2022, and now, you see what she's done this season, based on us sitting at this table, there is not another one, I think, even close in the state of Michigan right now that could compete for that Miss Soccer award again this year. So I would say, hey, I got Stony Creek to win that game on Saturday. Looking at that Kalamazoo Christian game, looking at what they did, they scored early. They scored in the 4th minute. They've been there before. right? And Everest, while they've been there before, Everest struggling, and I don't know if they have the ability to really counteract that offense of Kalamazoo, which this season, if you look at goals scored, Kalamazoo Christian has scored 90 goals this season, 93 counting today. Clarkson Everest only 30. So their issue, it's not even close. So that game could be, you hope they don't see a blowout in the state final, but that could be.
And I want to talk about experience because Kalamazoo Christian, this will be their, I think, 4th time in 6 years they've played in the state finals. They were runner-up to Royal Oak Shrine Catholic last year.
Yep.
They lost in 2019 to Shrine. So the program's used to winning, used to getting there. Second straight year they've played in the finals, and based on that, I'd have to think that they'll get the nod as the favorite. Division I, I think, is going to be an absolute classic.
Yeah.
Both teams have been in the top 5 all season. Combined 3 losses between the two of them. A ton of college players on both sides. And but if it goes down to it, I think the stars in each team someone's going to have to come through. Is it Lily Bosley for Stony Creek? Is it Kendall Akins for Hudsonville? Or does someone else least expected come through? I can see that being a 1-0 game. A lot of the Division I Class A finals over the years have been 1-0.
Gone into overtime and shootouts.
I would expect that game is going to be a nail-biter. Both teams, like I said, top 5 all year. It should be a epic clash.
You look at this, too, and you see what you have in Division 4 with Clarkson Everest, who's kind of that underdog who came in unranked. And you've got Grosse Pointe North in Division 2. They are another team that was unranked and, have found a way through this playoff run to win some games and solid goalkeeping, solid defense, taking out a team in East Grand Rapids. East Grand Rapids, 72 goals on the season. Grosse Pointe North has only scored 24. So, again, you're looking at a very similar Division 2 as you see in Division 4 in those matchups. So that'll be an interesting one to see as well, to see how Grosse Pointe North does in that matchup. That game taking place again on Friday that game's at 4 o'clock on Friday. And my pick would be on East Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Just looking at their history, where they've been, again, ranked number 4. They were ranked in the top 5 in the state of Michigan the entire season. And while good goalkeeping and great goalkeeping can get you to championships, and they can even win you championships, you need a little bit of offense too, and it's going to be tough.
Yeah, East Grand Rapids returned most of their team. They were actually only 3rd in their league, but the White Division of the Ottawa-Kent Conference was another very strong league this year. And they have the Lynn sisters that are freshmen. I've talked to several coaches in the Grand Rapids, Muskegon area, claim that they're 2 of the best freshmen in the state, potentially Division I players at the collegiate level, even though they're only 14, 15 years of age. And just based on talent overall from top to bottom, I will give the slight edge to East Grand Rapids. However, Grosse Pointe North is upset several teams along the way. They have a Division I goalkeeper going to UD Mercy, Grace McCormick, and a lot of times you get a red-hot goalkeeper that leads you to the state finals if they can just come through one last time. Upsets happen even in the state finals.
That they can. And Steve, any final thoughts here before we hit the road?
No, just an exciting night. It was a really kind of cool experience to be able to kind of bring you all the games and bring you all the updates. Damon is still alive and breathing over here, sweating out. I could smell the blazing sauce, but no, it was a good night. Congratulations to all the teams tonight. Hudsonville, Stony Creek, Kalamazoo Christian, and Clarkson Everest has put on some great performances tonight, and we were able to take in those games and be able to shine a light on all these different programs, and looking forward to the games coming on Saturday afternoon.
And we only have one top-ranked team left, Division III Hudsonville Unity Christians, going after title number 11. If you look at their numbers this season, it's like 104-8.
As far as goals?
Yeah, and then they added 6 more last night against Elk Rapids. So 110 goals total.
They scored 110 goals.
Yeah, so
102 plus. They're plus 102. Actually, when you get past 100, I don't know why it can't be more goals. They should have like 130. I don't know. I just feel like.
I mean, hats off to Grosse U for getting the finals. they're always a strong program on boys soccer and girls soccer. I just think I've talked to several coaches who said Hudsonville Union Christian has a lineup that would do well in Division I tournament. I mean, they were clearly a top 10 team overall, all 4 divisions combined. Their only loss was in mid-April to Richland Gold Lake, 1-0. They're humming along on all cylinders. They're very tough to score on. They've got 7 players with between 8 and 25 goals. So who do you mark? Kind of pick your poison, so to speak. So I'll say Hudsonville Unity Christian wins D3.
Okay. Well, we'll have our predictions. We'll actually put them out there here later this weekend, later this week in regards to all 4 divisions here on Friday and Saturday. We'll be live out at 11:30 a.m. on Saturday morning, and we're excited to bring you that coverage. Again, all of us at Michigan Soccer Network excited to bring you this coverage. A lot more soccer coming this summer. The Dream Team Reveal next Wednesday. We've got all-star games coming your way and so much more. For all of us here, Steve Besk, Dan Stickrett, Damon Knight, and the rest of our crew here, we want to wish you all the very best here the rest of the way. My name's Jonathan Turner, and like I always say here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we'll see you next time for more soccer.